Carter.
Aaron Carter,
but not Phil Carter or whatever the fuck you said.
Phil McCarter?
Phil Carter DDS. But not Phil Carter or whatever the fuck you said.
Phil McCarter?
Phil Carter DDS.
Fuck with the Backstreet Boys.
I don't remember any of
Nick
that.
Carter.
Nick Carter.
Nick Carter. Tell Edwin Carter. Another guy. Boys.
Aaron. I don't remember any of
Nick Carter.
Nick Carter.
He
died of
Carter.
meth. Aaron.
Nick Carter.
He died of
Being
meth.
facetious, you for real?
I'm being real. I mean, he drowned in his tub, but
Oh.
because he was probably high on something. Real. I mean, he drowned in his tub. I can hear us.
Oh God.
Because
it's all
he was
bad.
probably high on something.
It's all bad. Shut up. I don't want mod view. Get out of here.
Oh, Smod view. The least popular view. There we go.
Go back. Just pop me out the chat. I'll handle it.
Kojima is one of the tags. Interesting tag selection. Oh. I feel like my back needs a crack.
A cracky back?
Yeah, man. We overdose on Symbiogenesis. We're gonna get a what are those alerts they do for someone reports you for self-harm? A health and safety check. So we were gonna say we're overdosing.
I don't know. We're talking about overdose and symbiogenesis, so technically,
technically
we're not wrong.
I know.
Technically, we're right.
We're right.
Technically,
we're so right.
Technically,
not wrong. That's the best kind of right. Is technically.
Yes. Are we live on 3 different platforms right now?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. It says we are, but it's not popping up on Facebook that we are.
I can see Twitch. I don't look at Facebook, so my phone is muted now. I have an alert that we're live on YouTube. I don't look at Facebook, so. And I see us on Facebook. I have an alert that we're live on YouTube. Ever say anything on Facebook?
There's like one, once every blue moon, someone says something on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
There's like one.
Fair.
Once every blue moon, someone says something on Facebook.
Oh
yeah. Let me hit F5 because I can't find a fucking video. There it is. Should be the top video. Thank you.
It says we are. Exactly.
Thank you, top video.
Bump that Trump video down a few notches.
Thank you. Be the top video. Thank you. Thank you, top video. Fuck are the transport controls?
The what?
The transport controls.
What's that mean?
The play, stop, shut the fuck up. There it is. Found one. Oh, there it is.
Energy drink.
Energy drink.
Hot takes.
Found one. Hot takes. Cool snakes. Energy drink.
Yes.
Hot takes.
Oh baby. Lordy,
yes.
That was something.
It was something, all right. People want to come in and hear hot takes. They don't want to come in and hear like mildly fucking lukewarm.
I don't know. Do we have hot takes?
No. We don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Our takes are pretty standard. We got pretty standard.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Do we have any really crazy hot takes? Not really. Excuse me.
Good morning, Master.
Master's here?
Master's here.
Master. She told me she got me pregnant through the screen last night. Ooh. And my ass is going to get blasted out.
Hello.
I was like, I don't like the sound of that.
It sounds like sexual harassment. Curb kept you up all night?
It's not sexual harassment.
No? It's wanted sexual advancement?
I mean... I don't know. I don't know about that.
That's not getting sexually harassed if he likes it. It's just called flirting. Maybe.
I don't like the idea of my ass being blasted though.
Finger blasted.
No, definitely. Good Lord. I forgot that on the Patreon it says StreamVoid podcast, and underneath it just said I wrote podcast for the discerning ear.
We'll just continue to talk about finger blasting assholes for the rest of the podcast.
Oh, no. No.
You streamed yesterday and you had to finger your beans a little bit?
Yeah, I had
Get
2
the good ones
beans.
out of there? Oh, you had a couple beans?
Oh, Master fingered her beans.
Yes.
Yeah. I had a couple beans, like sub, and Mosh is like, I'll do one too. And I'm like, what do you want to do, spicy or gross? He's like, oh, I'll do gross. No big deal, whatever. I'm like, no, you don't understand. They're gross. He's like, no, it'll be fine. So he got one that was, what was his? I can't even remember which one he got. I got the one that was supposed to, he got birthday cake or dead fish. Is that the combo? His was dead fish.
Yeah.
So he puts it in. He's like, oh, it's birthday cake. He's like, no, it's dead fish. Oh, my God. And I got mine. It was Tutti Frutti or Dirty Socks. I got Tutti Frutti. And I'm like, well, mine's easy. No problem. Oh, strawberry banana smoothie. That's what it is. Yeah, he's like, it's strawberry banana. And he's like, no, it's dead fish.
What was the movie we were going to watch?
Hackers.
I had a movie to team up with that in my head last night.
The Net?
No,
Oh. What was it? What was it about?
I can't remember now. It was so good. And I was like, oh my God, that's the video we got to watch with it. Now I can't freaking remember what
Damn,
that
you
is.
should have messaged me.
We were... Briscoe came over and we were listening to his headphones on my MP3 player. So, and so we were just like chilling out to some really crazy alternative rock stuff that's like newer. Mm-hmm. We're just both like head back, eyes closed, just like expensive headphones. Just, oh yeah, that sounds great. And it came to me in that moment.
Oh yeah. So you're listening to some alternative rock, modern alternative rock, and a movie came to you.
Yeah. And then it just like went away.
It must have been computer based or something, right?
I don't think it was computer based. It was just something.
Okay. John B. Photo. Good morning.
Hello, John.
If you were to match a movie with Hackers, what would it be for a movie night?
It wasn't. I don't think it was directly related.
No.
Or had anything to do with it really, but it was something that I was like, oh my God, we gotta watch that too.
Okay.
But yeah, don't know what it is. Don't know what it was. Don't know what it could be.
Fair enough.
What it is.
I just was like The Net because that's another stupid computer movie from the 90s.
Yeah, but it was a little bit more serious.
Like serious good or serious like...
No, just like serious in its subject matter.
Lawnmower Man? Was that the movie?
It wasn't Lawnmower Man, no. I didn't vocalize it either.
Oh, what a missed opportunity.
I know. Maybe I did.
Lawnmower Man sucks.
But we didn't talk about Lawnmower Man.
Lawnmower Man sucks. The book that it's based off is nothing like the movie.
No, I've heard that.
The movie is literally about a guy who transforms into a lawnmower and like eats the grass and is like disgusting like Lawnmower Man who just like munches on the mulch and shit like that. It's disturbing.
What?
Yeah.
I don't recall that at all.
It's not in the movie. That's why Stephen King absolutely detests the movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense then. Like, that's not in the movie. What?
No.
What?
Yeah. I didn't get Twitch notification, but got YouTube notification. Yeah, I didn't get a Twitch notification either.
Yeah, me neither.
Maybe I unfollowed the Twitch because... Oh, no, there it is. I did get it.
Just watch Tom Hanks' The Burbs.
That's a good one. But if you're going to watch The Burbs, you got to watch like Joe versus the Volcano with it.
Oh, yeah.
Or like Splash.
Or Biodome.
Tom Hanks isn't in Biodome.
No, he's not.
The Burbs in Biodome?
The Burbs in Biodome?
No. If you're going to watch Biodome, you got to watch Jury Duty.
God.
Yeah, we watched Species and Mimic last night, and then Mosh left, and we watched Species 2. Because Master's like, I want to watch Species on stream. Let's watch Species. I'm like, okay, no problem. She's like, did I miss the part when he breaks into the lab? And I'm like, that's Species 2. She's like, I meant Species 2. I want to watch Species 2. Got the Discord notification first? Yeah, that's usually the fastest one.
So you kept her up all night with your Species?
No, she wanted to. I wanted to go to bed. Everyone's like, no, let's watch another
movie. Yeah. That's catering to your audience right there.
Pandering.
Yeah.
So anyways, it was fine though.
Yeah, good.
Natasha Henstridge was nude in it, so that's pretty good. Famous Canadian.
Famous nude Canadian.
Famous nude Canadian. Right
Very
up
good.
there with who else?
Me.
You're a famous nude Canadian?
I've been nude before.
Catering, pandering, all the same. Yes. I like
In
Species
fact, I was
Cinema.
nude no less than 5 hours ago.
Yeah, me too. Species softcore sci-fi porn, pretty much.
Confirmed.
Who's another famous nude Canadian? Notoriously nude. Shannon Tweed.
Notoriously nude Shannon Tweed?
Yeah, big time.
I don't even
Oh,
know.
Pamela Anderson. Notoriously nude Pamela Anderson.
Notoriously nude. Yeah, that's.
I've named 3 blonde women. What's another one that doesn't have blonde hair?
I don't know. I don't know my Canadian women.
Fucking, you're a failure. Shannon Tweed is married to Gene Simmons. Perfect Canadian titties. PCT.
PCT?
That's my new political party I'm forming. The PCT. I'm naked right now under my clothes. Damn, me too. That's crazy.
Hello. Everyone's got a little naked flesh all covered up.
Exactly. That's crazy.
Yeah.
While we were streaming last night, my roommate's girlfriend's son came downstairs. He's like, I don't know, 9 or something like that.
Yeah.
And he came downstairs and he's just sort of looking. And I'm like, yeah, what's going on? And he's like, oh, I thought you were streaming. I'm like, I am. And he's like, oh, I can go. And I'm like, no, what do you want to know? He's like, well, kind of beating around the bush. And he's like, I was thinking maybe one day it'd be okay if we like set up your VR system to try it out. And I was like, yeah, okay, that's fine. We can do that. No
Yeah,
problem.
nice.
We'll figure that out for you. And he's like, okay, thank you. And he went upstairs. Very, very polite young man.
Yes.
And so then I was like, hey, Mosh, I gave that kid his rap name. Do you know what I gave his rap name is? And he's like, no. I'm like, yeah, I named him. His rap name is Young Tuna Fish Sandwich.
Why young?
I don't
sandwich?
know. I just was like, that's your rap name.
It's your rap name,
And
bro.
I told him, I'm like, you have to tell your mom you have to get it tattooed on your face too. He's like, she said I'm too young.
Too young to be a rap star. Too young for face tattoos.
Exactly. You're not too young to be a rap star.
No.
Like, think of like Lil Bow Wow.
Where's he now?
He's Bow Wow now.
Oh, he's just Bow Wow?
Yeah.
Soon he'll be Bark.
He's probably like 30 now, so he's Bow Wow.
Little Bow Wow.
Or Lil Romeo. It's easy to become a rapper when your dad is like a producer.
Yeah.
Like if your dad's Master P, you can become a rapper. It's easy.
Yeah. Oh
Lil
yeah.
Romeo.
Oh yeah. He's 35 now.
There you go. I'm sure he hasn't drowned in his tub. Karen Carter and Phil Carter, his twin, his like parasitic twin that he had. Phil Carter.
What?
His parasitic twin, Aaron Carter. Yep, drowned in his tub.
Yeah. I recognize Little Box. He's in my favorite movie ever.
Had a CD out at 7. Yeah.
He's in my favorite movie ever.
Which one?
Roll Bounce.
Roll Bounce? Is that your favorite movie
It's
ever?
one of my favorites, dude. That
What?
movie is so good.
What is that movie?
Roll Bounce?
Yeah.
It's a roller skating movie from back in the 70s.
He's not in that.
Oh yeah, he is.
Tank.
Though the movie takes place in the 70s.
Oh, okay. Sounds terrible.
It's so good.
Roll Bounce?
Yeah.
Pair it with hackers?
They're just like going to like the roller rink. Oh, we
Okay.
could totally pair it with hackers.
Or is it paired with
but it's
Dazed
so
and
good.
Confused?
I love this movie.
Is it like Dazed and Confused style?
No.
Like Halcyon Days of 1970s? No?
No.
Okay. Let me look at this.
Bow Wow. Nick Cannon. Roll Bounce.
You gotta be joking here, man. This is a joke. You're not serious.
Oh yeah. It's so good.
How did you even watch this?
DVD, man?
What made you pick it up?
I don't know. I just did. And I was like, damn, this movie's so good.
All right. Okay.
Oh,
Is that Megan Good there?
I don't know. Yeah, Megan good.
Oh, hell yeah. All right. I'm in. I've been convinced. Mosh is here.
Hello, Mosh.
Welcome in, Mosh. What is this, a GeoCities website? What are we looking
Yeah,
at
right?
here? Holy. Like Mike is another little Bow Wow movie. Yeah, exactly. That soundtrack for Lil Mike, like Mike, with, God, what was the song? Oh, my God. That was a hot track.
Soundtrack for Roll Bounces. All fire.
I can't believe you've seen that movie.
I have it on DVD.
Oh, my God. That's crazy. All right, we'll add it to the Mikey T list. The MikeyT33 list. The movie is good. All right. I'll take your word for it. It just seems weird.
But, that's just, good. It's just like a wholesome family film.
Oh, well, now I don't want to see
roller
it.
skating.
It's a family film?
And 70s disco.
It's a family film?
It's kind of a family film.
I don't want to see it then.
I
try to stay away from
battle it out
families.
through rollerblade skating.
Instead of like dancing, they do a roller battle.
Yep.
We did it. We saved the rec center. I mean, we saved the roller rink.
Wow, you've already seen it then.
Wow. Is that really how it goes? I don't need to see it then. Yeah, that sounds terrible. I've avoided family video movies because I avoid family.
Oh, yeah.
I don't need to feel good.
No?
No. Definitely not.
I like to feel good. I like to get a little weepy-eyed with my movies.
I guess so. I don't know. Get weepy-eyed at the dumbest shit. Avoiding families for the best. I mean, family's fine. It's more like the idea of a family, of a young offspring being around is terrifying.
Are you making...
Huh? What?
Oh, you're not coming up on the VU meter.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
It means I don't have your PFL button pressed.
Okay, well, none of these words mean anything to me. So, that's cool.
Oh, God.
What do you want me to do?
I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
Congratulations.
It's okay. It's okay. I got it.
Congrats. Proud of you.
Well, I was listening to you talk, and I was looking at the UV meter, and they weren't growing up, and I was like, Are you making noise? Can people hear you right now? Did something happen?
Could they hear me?
Yeah, they could hear you.
Excuse me. That's an ASMR hiccup
It's a good one.
for everybody. It's
Good
juicy. That was a tough go for Mikey there. Yeah,
It sure was.
Just because he didn't want to lean forward in his chair.
Yeah.
That was the main problem. Yes, Curb.
Well, I got my legs up and stuff like that. They're all
Me too. I'm wearing jeans right now.
What?
Yep.
That's weird.
Below 0, jeans go on. Above 10, jeans go off. It's easy.
What happens in between?
It's whatever you're currently wearing continues through.
just carries on through.
So like if it's above 10, the shorts stay on until it's below 0, and then if it goes, you wear the jeans until it goes above 10.
Yeah, there you go.
Sunday sweats only. I mean, I don't know. I'm not walking around in sweats.
My phone doesn't fit in my sweatpants pocket anymore.
It's too big.
It's too big.
Mine
Not my pocket, my
definitely
phone.
does. Depending on what one. Wait, it's freezing out already by you guys?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's +1 today. But
Yeah. But, there's a bunch of shorts. I mean, snow on the ground.
Exactly. Hex got it figured out. Jorts when hot, jeans when cold. I don't have any jorts, man.
You better change that. Just grab some jeans, jorts.
No, I'm not a huge self-made jort fan.
No, you like them nice and hemmed?
Yeah. It's 74 degrees Fahrenheit here right now. What's that, like 20 degrees?
That's actually -1 still.
Oh. It was 39 degrees and rain right now. Yeah, you're about the same as us, John. So.
Yeah. 32 here.
I was going to say my girl I recruited in Watch Dogs Legion, she's wearing jorts.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. 19 peak today. Nice. That is nice. Yeah, but it's moving into summer for you, though.
Yeah. Oh, it's 30 degrees Fahrenheit out.
Oh, it's 30 degrees Fahrenheit here. That's a little chilly. It's not too bad. It was colder last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not cold enough to not go hiking on the weekend.
Yeah, I guess so. Indeed, summer is coming. I like it.
Hell yeah.
Big fan.
When does summer start for you guys?
I think the same day it starts fall here.
Yeah?
Yeah. Or
You
it
mean
starts
winter?
winter. Yeah.
When the hell does winter start?
I don't know. It's like later than you would think.
Yeah.
Yeah, December 1st.
Hmm.
Yeah, winter starts. Yeah, it's like the exact opposite. I'm pretty sure. That's nice. That's
Do you guys do Halloween down there, heck?
I don't think so.
'Cause I know Australia doesn't.
Wish I could move with the seasons. Exactly. You got to be a bird. Like Nelly Furtado said, I'm like a bird.
I'm like a bird on the flyway. No Halloween there either.
Halloween's kind of lame now anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, for the kids.
For the kids, it's lame?
I don't know. I don't have any. Well, not treating, but the parties. So you do dress up and shit? I will migrate. That'd be an interesting thing to do.
Migrate around the world?
Yeah.
Go north and south?
When I was really into baseball, I thought if I won the lottery, that's what I'd do. Is I'd just follow the Blue Jays around one year and go to every 164 games that they would play. And that would be crazy schedule because they like fly across the country like all the time. So it would have been fun.
Yeah.
But I don't watch baseball anymore because I don't watch any sports anymore because I don't have TV anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, there was like obviously when I was living with Dean, it was like watch every Canucks game every year.
Yeah.
Which is fine and fun. I like it. I like hockey, but I'm not paying for cable TV.
No.
Nah, fuck that.
No.
Fuck that. I don't have TV, but I still watch spurts. I don't know. I just sort of stopped doing it.
My dad still has TV. We watch it when I go over.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
watching the World Series
Yeah.
when I was over last, which was
You were
a couple
like,
days
let's
ago.
go, sports team. Let's go.
Yes. Like watching the guys apply their spider tack by touching all their body parts.
Exactly. What was I going to say? I don't know. I have a Soap Today type sports site. Oh, interesting. Very nice.
Soap 3-day.
Sport Today.
Sport Today.
When my buddy was living in Japan, he couldn't watch any Canucks games. It was like, it wasn't early internet days, but it was like early enough where it was like finding a pirated stream was not something you could do. So he would just avoid sports scores, and I'd record Canucks games and burn them to DVDs and send them to him. And then he would watch them like months later.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. He sent me all this swag in return, like he bought in Japan.
Nice.
Like he
That's
sent
good
me
trade.
he sent me the Grandia 2 art book,
Ooh.
which is super nice. He sent me, what else did he send me? He sent me some Super Famicom games. Just random games he bought for like $2 or whatever.
Nice.
And then he sent me the Alyssa Milano CD of her singing. She's a terrible singer. Oh my god. But ISO, what's going
ISO.
on, dude?
We got our Sakurako box
Oh
the
yeah.
other day.
How was that?
Ate all the snacks out of it already.
Ate it all
Well, most
already?
of it.
Good
There's
Lord.
still some dried natto in there that I haven't eaten yet.
Oh my god.
It's just like a tiny little bag like this.
Oh, I saw the
Tiny.
picture
Yeah,
of
yeah.
it. Yeah.
It's just like tiny dried natto.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I was like, what is this? How are you doing today, ISO? How's the temperature out there? My brother said it was yesterday in Milton, it was 27 degrees. Yeah, I was going to say, it's going to be outside because it's been
Yeah.
20 degrees for a week. Yeah, my brother in Milton said it. He had to turn on the air conditioner.
Wow.
I was like, what the fuck is going on? That's crazy. It has been crazy? Yeah, no kidding, dude. It's 1 degree here, or -1 or some shit. So, kind of sucks balls. I'm not a huge fan of the cold.
I am a huge fan.
You? Exactly. When you do your hikes, do you do like Strava or anything like that? Do you do Strava or anything?
Strava?
The app Strava?
No.
Where it records your path and your distance and your
No,
elevation
no.
and everything? No? Oh. I used to do that all the time with, I can't even remember what it was called, but it recorded all my hikes and everything like
Yeah.
that. So you could see a map and everywhere he went and everything. But they got bought out by like Under Armour, and then they shut it down. So I lost all my stuff. But I found the Strava one that I've been using for walking and stuff. And I found this other website called City Strides. And it'll import your walks from Strava into it, and then it fills in. It shows you what streets you've walked on a map. So you can be like, oh, I've never walked down that road. Let me go check it out. So I've been looking at it, and I was like, oh, I've never, like, I live on, I don't want to say the name of the number, but it goes down, and then it goes across Tranquille, and then there's another numbered street that goes down, but it's like half a block over. You know how they have offset streets like that?
Yeah.
So like, oh, I've never been down the other end of my street down there. So then I walk down there, and I'm like, wow, this is like a different world down here. This is crazy. Like there's weird houses and shit like that.
Yeah,
that
dude. The other
seen.
side of Tranquille is weird.
Yeah. But it wasn't like they were bad or anything. It was just like, wow, that house is like 3 stories tall. Like, it's
there's more. As soon as you get across the other side, the money goes up.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Unless, you're close to Mac Island.
Yeah.
In which case it's not.
Colton, how's it going?
Colton.
Yeah, but it looks like this one house was jacked up and put a garage underneath, maybe. Like, it looks like literally it was raised up and they built underneath it. But then it looks like they sealed, and it's now a duplex, and they sealed both sides of the garage, so it's like enclosed. It was weird.
Weird. I know there's a house that looks like that near MacArthur.
Yeah.
By the school there. Those 2 sets of schools.
Yeah.
There's Norcam, the other highest elementary school, and then below, like further down, there's a house. It's a house on top of a huge garage.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Is that on the Riverside? Past the trailer park?
No, it's closer to the library.
It's called a carport curb. I mean,
no, a carport's a carport. Garage is a garage.
A garage is different.
Carport is just a port for your car with no door.
Yeah, it's open.
It's open to the elements. I have one of those.
But even on my road, there was a house, a duplex, that when I bought my place, they literally jacked it up and added a whole floor underneath.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
One of my coworkers, his parents' house did that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They jacked it up and put a basement in it.
I'm gonna rip it off. Just build a new house, man.
It's cheaper.
I guess so.
It's cheaper to jack it up.
I can't spell. Everyone spells Colton's name wrong. It's okay.
Colton.
Or pronounces it wrong.
Colton.
I always hear O'Fair a lot. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow, O'Fair.
O'Fair. Oaf. Thanks for the follow, Oaf.
Rude. What did everyone think of my breakfast snap that I sent out today?
Lick, Oaf.
I sent a picture of my pizza from last night, too. Master never replied about the pizza.
Wow, no reply to the pizza.
I know that she didn't like it, so it's fine.
Was it Canadian pizza?
No, it had olives on it.
Oh, that's disgusting.
What are you talking about? Olives are great. You say it's disgusting. You eat like the grossest shit I ever seen, man.
Yeah, man. They had this this pizza. It was like stuffed crust, but it had like an Oreo on the end with like fish balls and calamari and
what? Oreos?
Hot chicken. Yeah. I was like, man, I want to eat this pizza.
You olive, says ISO. Man, you guys are crazy. I like your pizza and breakfast post. Well, you didn't even see him, Tank, because you're not on Snapchat.
Fish balls, Oreo.
That fire McDonald's breakfast. Yeah, except you can't get like the... You can't get the... How high were you? You can't get the McDonald's breakfast that had like eggs and sausage anymore. It sucked.
Pizza Hut Taiwan.
Oh my god. I like the idea of the calamari. Wait, what's the calamari? Those rings?
The rings
just
of the calamari.
Uses rings? That's the worst part of calamari.
Rings of calamari, fish balls, super hot chicken, and an Oreo.
The leggy parts of the calamari is the best part.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little tentacles.
Yeah, they're all crunchy.
Yeah, hell yeah,
they get crunchier
dude.
For sure.
I love the tentacles. That's the best part. Yeah, I wouldn't. I'd eat that, I guess. But why an Oreo?
I don't know. It's like a full meal. You get the calamari in the start. That's your
Pig
appetizer.
sphincter is used as a replacement for calamari. I've never heard that before.
No, me neither. But sounds good.
I'd eat a pig's butthole.
Yes. Especially if it tastes like calamari.
It's got dinner and dessert in one.
Yeah, you eat from the front, go to the back. It's your appetizer, your main, your
Eat from the front, go to the back. Sounds like we're filming a porno over here.
Start at the front, move to the back, lick, lick, lick.
Yeah, exactly. I knew a guy who would go to a restaurant and order his dessert first and then an entree. Because you never take your dessert home.
No, you don't.
But you can take your entree home.
You sure can.
So he'd always get dessert first. You're a weirdo, dude. Just jam your dessert down, man. Just make yourself sick by eating your dessert.
I just don't get dessert.
I usually don't
Problem
either.
solved.
Well, it depends. If I'm going out and I'm full or whatever, it's like, nah, no dessert. But if it's not my dime, yeah, I'll get that cheesecake.
Hell yeah.
Dessert first? Yeah, he would eat his cheesecake first and then eat the entree.
Felix on 4th, they would have, their desserts were tiny. So you would just get a tiny little dessert. Yeah. And they were great.
I'm not a dessert guy. I love cheesecake, New York style, whatever. Doesn't matter. I'll eat it. I love it.
Front to back. You got to.
Yep. Exactly. Not back to front.
No, you can't go back to front. That's dirty.
No. Exactly. Yeah, I love dessert.
I'll have like a gummy bear for dessert or something like that.
A gummy bear?
A gummy bear?
A single gummy bear?
No, I'll have a whole bag.
Like a whole bag?
A whole bag.
Okay. I'd rather have that second beer than dessert. Fair. I like those nom nom noises, Curb. Oh, yeah. I'll record some personalized nom noms for you.
Make them all sloppy and
There's
wet.
a hilarious... Have you watched Toast of London?
No.
Okay. You should. It's hilarious. 250 milligram gummy. Oh, that kind of gummy? You eat a whole bag of those? Holy. But he does like voiceover work, and there's a scene where he's doing they translated a German porno and they have to do voiceover work. He's in the booth with this other guy, and they have to like do the sounds of them doing the porno together. And then they're like, okay, Toast, you do some solo kissing sounds now. And then oh my God, it's so funny. It's so funny. It's Matthew Berry, and he's hilarious.
Matthew Berry?
Yeah.
Not Matthew Perry?
No, not Matthew Perry. I smoke enough for all of us. Iso's a farmer, and he grows his own. Where does one get a 250 mg gummy? Canada.
Yeah, of course.
I had a 100 mg lemonade and called Tank because I thought I was going to die.
You just walk down to the store and get one.
Yeah.
It's literally what you do.
Exactly. 100 mg's max here. I don't know. I don't actually know.
Just get 2.5.
I don't know what the max is here, actually. So.
Yeah, I think it's 100 mg's is max here.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you just get, a couple.
Just eat a fistful of them.
Yeah.
Dispensaries are everywhere here. Yeah, just like here, too.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. People are going to start shuttering their doors pretty quickly.
I would think they'd have to. There's like on Tranquille alone,
They just opened that new one up.
There's 1, 2, 3. There's at least 3 from where I walk from my work to my house.
You can see how many there are down West Side Road in Kelowna.
Oh, yeah?
Like from Vernon to Kelowna, the West Side Road is just dispensaries the entire time away.
And lots of non-legit ones that have up to 500 mgs. We sold so much butane at the store before the dispensaries opened because those guys would be making their own dabs. And they'd use this unpurified butane to do it. Oh, my God. We have as many dispensaries as breweries here, which is a lot. I think there's more dispensaries here than breweries.
Yes, way more.
Did you see that Bright Eyes has their lounge open now?
Yeah, we were there last night.
You were?
Yeah.
So you saw the barcade?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
We didn't actually go over to that side because it was
packed. Yeah.
We waited 20 minutes for a table.
Yeah, exactly.
It was so packed.
It always is.
Yeah, they got 2 pinball machines.
Mm-hmm.
I think they got like a tabletop Pac-Man.
Yeah.
From what I could see. There were a couple other things there that I couldn't make out.
Yeah. When you did call Curb to come hang out, I mean, that's okay.
Yeah, it was late. He was already watching movies.
Yeah, I was streaming 2 pinball machines. I'm a pinball wizard. Yeah, there's definitely more dispensaries than breweries here.
Oh, yeah.
Though they're opening a new one downtown.
Are they?
They're trying to. I saw the, rezoning application or some shit. The one I go to, I have like 15. Well, look at Master of None living in America, the land of plenty. We're just in Canada, okay?
In California.
Jeez Louise.
Come on. We live in small.
There's more people living in California than all of Canada.
Literally more people.
Like 20 arcade games. Oh my God.
There are under 100,000 people in this city.
Yeah.
Under.
Exactly. I sent her a Snapchat of like me walking to work. She's like, man, where you live is rural a fuck. It's like, it ain't rural.
It ain't rural. That's the burbs.
Yeah. Canada needs more people.
Negative.
How many people we're supposed to be letting in the next year? 500,000 people or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would destroy those 2 pinball machines. I live on an actual farm. Yep.
Hell yeah.
Then you'll have none. No, but I like pinball.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Pinball's good.
I love pinball.
I'll have to go look and see what the levels are set to.
Yeah, exactly.
See if they're set on quarter gobbler or what.
Just basically vertical.
God, the ones I went when I was in Vegas, we went to a couple arcades, and yeah, all the they were all just as max as they could go.
I love pinball. It's my favorite. Just ask Tank. I'm pretty good. You're good at handling those balls. We have a bar here with 20 pinball machines. Yeah, like our city kind of sucks balls for nightlife.
I know a guy who's trying to open it.
He's been trying to open it for a long time.
Yeah, you know the guy who's trying to open it.
Yeah, he told me a long time ago.
He sent me a picture of his VR room, which is now just arcade things, arcade cabinets. I'm like, holy man, that's a lot of arcade cabinets.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if it ever gets opened. But
yeah, if this goes global, then
oh wow,
if we'll probably get him in there.
Wow,
that was my dream, anyways. Having the building here, also his building.
I have a vid of a deer coming 15 away from me while I was having a fire and drinking beer. Yeah, she was all over the pinball at the casino bar by me. Yeah, when I walked to work the other day, there was 2 deer in some dude's yard that was like, I don't know, like 5 feet away from me, and I was gonna take a picture, but it was just a little too dark. So.
I snuck up to one near Danae's grandparents' place, and I was like, click.
Oh, you touched it? Just a doe?
Yeah, just a doe.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have got blasted.
Yeah, maybe.
But not finger blasted. That's gross.
Yeah, these ones were from the park. Deers are dumb. If they're in cities, yes. But if you were in like a place where there's no people around, you could not get close to a deer.
No.
Like these ones are basically basically like pets. They're just so used to people. They won't even barely move. No. Yeah.
They'll eat all your plants that are in your garden.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you'll wake up in the morning and be like, where did all my tomatoes go? We have neighborhood deer too. Yeah. Eat all your cum. Yeah, exactly. Eat all your food. I don't think anyone said eat all your cum.
Master's on a one-track mind today.
She's just hearing what she wants to hear.
She sure is.
Good Lord. Clean all the cum out of your ears. How about that? Mikey said it? I don't know. I didn't hear him say it.
No, definitely didn't.
Someone should clip it, I guess.
I guess so.
Or someone listening to the Patreon exclusive can tell us if Mikey said, eat all your cum.
Yeah. Yeah, just text me. Text me as soon as you hear it. As soon as you listen to it on Monday, let me know.
I swear I heard him say eat all your cum. All your cum belong to us. I don't know. I didn't hear it, but maybe I'm just so used to hearing him talk about cum that I didn't even notice.
Yeah, maybe.
It's possible. I was looking at like the top 10 Patreons of all time.
Yeah.
And like one of the top 10 ones is like a podcast called Cumtown, I think. I was like, really? That's top 10 podcasts on Patreon?
What's the Cumtown podcast about?
I don't know. I didn't click on it.
Let's find out.
The top one was like a true crime Patreon for a true crime podcast. The only other ones I remember was like Chapo Trap House was one.
2016 it was created.
No, I don't think it's a porn thing. It's just called Cumtown.
No, it's just called Cumtown. It's not porn. Nick Mullen, Stavros Halkias, and Adam Friedland.
Yeah, I don't know any of these dudes.
Black comedy, blue humor, surreal humor, anti-humor, and political satire.
Cumtown.
Cumtown, ladies and gentlemen, Cumtown. I have no idea who these people are.
Yeah, but it's like top 10 on Patreon.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy, man.
Well, yeah, just a bunch of comics.
Interesting name. You can name your podcast anything, I guess.
Yeah, you can name it.
Gotta get that Cumtown merch. Wear your Cumtown hoodie.
I mean, yeah, as soon as I put in Cumtown, it's like, oh, you want Cumtown merch?
Yeah.
Cumtown podcast t-shirts. Ooh, on Redbubble.
I'm good. I don't need a Cumtown shirt.
You sure?
I'm positive. I've been watching.
Get an Icon of Sin shirt? A little ass dick shirt?
No, that's fine. I'm good.
The Cum Boys? The Weed Pranos?
Good lord.
Oh, yeah, you want this one right here.
No, what is it?
I found the one that you want.
Okay, show it on stream so I can see it. I'll take a Cumtown beanie. No, toque. Thank you. Let's see. What is this? It hasn't shown up here. Cumtown? Oh, my God. Wait, what is she getting punched in the face?
No, she's got tentacles around her.
Oh, God. Oh,
yeah,
no.
Yeah, and a nice dark blue.
How could you wear that out in public?
I don't know. In a nice cream.
Well, if you're getting a Cumtown shirt, it's got to be cream colored.
Hell yeah. Cumtown.
Tentacle porn. There was some tentacles last night in the Species movies. Where's Cujo? Exactly.
Oh, you get the gayest kid in school shirt?
Do you know Cumtown, Master of None?
Cumtown Social Club?
Oh my gosh. I've been there, yes. It's actually
Welcome to fabulous Cumtown.
population 1.
Here, this is the one you want. It's just a little something.
Master's the mayor of Cumtown.
It's just a town shirt.
Spooge Town.
This is the Driblets classic T-shirt.
Driblets. Oh my gosh. All right. You don't have to be conservative about your podcast name.
You sure don't. In fact, the more you're not, the better.
Really? What are we going to name our next podcast? The Gapage.
The Gape Show.
Oh God. Oh my God. That's terrible.
Where we talk about all things gaping.
Oh my God. Oh Lord Jesus. We need to walk with Christ here. Gape Show. Money Shot Podcast. Could work too. There's a new channel I followed on Twitch. Only MXC. Just replays MXC videos all day.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. 24/7. Just MXC.
Where's the 24/7 Takeshi's Castle?
I don't know if that's just as funny.
It's definitely not.
Just got a notif that I've used my phone 4 hours less than usual. Oh, you better step it up. 2 steamers, 1 mic. I follow that channel. I love MXC. Don't get eliminated. Right you are, Ken.
Yeah, that's what it should be.
2 streamers, 1 mic.
2 steamers, 1 mic.
2 steamers, 1 mic. They have to get you, me, and 9 arsons.
Yep.
So fucking funny. I know. I love it. Here she is, Anita Baba Ganoush.
Am I going to need to get another microphone?
I don't know.
Is that going to be a thing?
I don't know.
Start a new one?
2 steamers, 1 mic?
Or just increase the quantity of this one?
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see.
Also follow Bob Ross. It's his birthday weekend. Happy little Cumtown from Bob Ross.
I'm gonna paint a happy little come down.
Exactly.
What did you do? Did you get your glistening white?
Yeah, exactly. Mix in a little bit of the old ochre.
You gotta want to get a lot of gesso on here. You want to make it a lot of 3D. Get a lot of definition.
Oh my God.
Just a happy little cum splotch.
Oh my God. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Yellow ochre.
AI Bob Ross
What are you typing?
I'm trying to see if there's an AI Bob Ross thing on there, so I can just make him actually say.
Oh, I see.
Happy little cum splotch.
Just need to like chop it all together. Happy little cum splotch. How they would do it before AI times.
Before AI times.
Exactly.
Seems like too much work for me right now.
Exactly. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's his birthday weekend. I think he's dead though.
Yeah.
If you go watch that channel, it's kind of stupid. Have you ever watched Bob Ross channel? People will be like, "Man, this guy's great. He's gonna go places." Bob, why are you ignoring chat? Aren't all cum stains happy? Not necessarily.
At least
But they're happy for one person at least, I guess.
maybe they're angry little cum splotches.
Take your fan brush, dip it in some Algerian crimson and liquid white, and just put a nice little gaper. You decide where it lives. This is your Okay. The gaper. The gapage.
The gaper.
All right.
Gape Town.
Gape
Town
Town
podcast.
Gape Town podcast. That's too close to Cape Town, I think.
Yeah. That's why it's funnier.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Oh my God. Good old Bob Ross.
Good old Bob Ross.
He should have got braids in his hair. Some gangsta shit.
Hell yeah.
He must have had to really work on his hair. Or else he slept standing up. Because every morning he'd have to wake up and do it.
Yeah, he just teases it till it pops out.
That's all he had to do?
That's all you got to do.
I don't know, man. That's such a weird hairdo. He slept like a cow? Oh, I see. Is that how he did it?
On all fours?
I mean, I think Master's thinking the cow's sleeping standing up, but
Yeah, I know. I know. Should we just go ahead and start the show? We've been yabbering on for an hour and a half here.
Cows lay down? Yeah, they do. It's a common misconception for city tease it till it comes. Oh God.
Oh,
Exactly.
Chat, what's happening?
I don't know.
I've put the thing up. You know what that means.
It does mean something.
It means I'm starting the recording at the start of the show.
Very good. Where can you even bring up a listing of people that are following your Patreon? I'm looking at patreon.com.
Yeah, you got to go to patreon.com/StreamVoidPod.
But I want to see who's on it.
Oh, man, I got to log in?
How do I do this?
I know, so we can shout everybody out.
Yeah. I can see...
Oh, damn it.
Oh, I'm looking at it as a patron. Let's look at it as a creator.
Oh.
Oh, it's because it's a separate account. That's why I can't see it. That makes way more sense to me.
Let me bring this back up. I can actually open the Patreon here.
I
I'm
can't.
logged in.
I'm not logged in on this thing. I only have Chrome.
Notifications.
I think the chat needs to nut. Exactly. Cows sit like a cat, don't they? Yeah, they just sort of side saddle it. They have the little plastic perm preserves that ladies wear. Little did we all know, Bob wears a wig. Oh shit, that's a wig? That wig must have cost about $50,000 then. That's crazy. Yeah, I can't see how close we are to the goals or anything because, yeah, I'm sorry, it's not.
Oh, man. Who's this Kurbstomped guy?
That's me. Why?
Current title, none.
None.
Yeah.
I know I could nut. I'll work on that
You didn't
later.
do stream squirt. You only did it $1.
I made it before there was levels, I think.
Before the stream squirt has that
think.
thing.
Stream squirt.
Squirting on the stream.
Stream gaper.
Stream gaper.
That sounded like you were doing the Green Giant.
Ho, ho, ho. Green Giant.
I wonder if that's Canadian or if that's American. I don't actually know.
Me neither. All right, like I said, I've put the thing up. We got our Patreons up so that I can read the names off.
Sweet.
So I'm going to go ahead and say, hello, everyone.
Ooh.
Welcome to the StreamVoid podcast, episode 104.
Wow. That's crazy.
It is crazy. I am Mikey T, and of course, across from me is Kurbstomped.
Hi.
You can find us everywhere under our respected monikers. Just Google us, and you'll find us. We're everywhere.
Frugalus.
Frugalus?
That's my new search engine I've created.
Search
Frugal.
engine, the frugal search engine.
Yeah.
It only brings you up one search result because it's very frugal about how
Exactly.
many search results it gives you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll workshop it.
Yeah. It is November the 6th, 2022.
Oh my God, it's November.
It's November. We've just had the time change. There's snow on the ground.
Yeah,
I woke up this morning and I was like, all right, I'm going to go get some milk. I got into the car. I'm like, oh my God, it's 9:30 already? What the hell?
Oh
And I
yeah.
came back inside and I was like, oh, wait a minute. It's only 8 o'clock.
Yeah, exactly.
But you are listening to the StreamVoid podcast. This is a show about life and video games and everything in between.
Yes.
And let's talk about some of that in between stuff. And I will ask you, sir,
Okay.
how was your week?
Week was fine. I'm enjoying my work schedule. It's pretty good. Except, I mean, being tired after work is not my favorite.
Being like, well, it's 7 o'clock. Start thinking about bedtime.
Yeah, it's so stupid, man. It fucking sucks. Like, I get off work and I'm walking home. Like, on Friday night, I was walking home and I yawned probably like 30 times. It's like, oh my God, this is so stupid. So, whatever. It is what it is. But other than that, I like just doing what I'm doing. Being at the warehouse. Just listening to whatever podcasts. Getting stuff done, and then, yeah, that's fine.
Very nice.
The office still kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I overheard a ridiculous conversation at work. This woman that is my nemesis, I think she doesn't like her life too much either, because she was talking about her home life to the other woman, and I overheard it, and I was like, really? Your life sounds terrible. So she was talking about how it's not actually her husband. They're not married, but they're common law. But she went to buy coffee one day and there was like a bum there and he was like, hey, can you buy me a coffee? And she was like, okay, I'll buy a coffee. So he bought this bum a coffee and whatever. So then she went to the Tim Hortons another time and he's like, oh, I'll buy you a coffee. I owe you one. And she's like, no, it's okay. Whatever. And he's like, no, I can get you back your coffee. So she's like, okay. So she gets this coffee. So she told her husband about it afterwards. He's like, I don't want you to go back to that Tim Hortons ever again. Like, this guy's obviously stalking you and just whatever. And I'm just like, oh my God, is this guy like just so insecure? Like, this bum is gonna steal her away from him? So I was like, whatever, that's super weird.
That is weird.
And then they were talking about the one woman, she's going on vacation. They're going to Mexico. Not my nemesis, but the other woman.
Yep.
And she's saying like, oh, we're going to have, do this, that, and the other thing. And we'll, go for dinner and have a talk and, just talking about couple things they're going to do. And she's like, oh, no, me and my husband, we don't do anything like that. Like, we're not friends. We don't talk to each other at home. We don't have common interests. We don't do anything together and all this stuff.
Wow.
And I'm listening to this like, what the fuck? And the woman that she was talking to was like, oh, really? And she's just kind of like, oh, yeah, it's always the way it's been, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh. And I could tell, like, the woman she was talking to was like, that's so fucking strange. And she's like, well, the heart wants what it wants. And I just was like, oh, my God. That's so weird.
That is
like, they
strange.
don't do anything together or have common interests or, like, I was just like, oh, my God. No wonder you're the way you are.
No kidding.
So, I mean, if I was married to her too, I probably wouldn't want to have anything to do with her either. But
Wow.
well, she's so annoying, dude. Like with her fake laugh and her terrible jokes and everything. I mean, I don't know. Maybe someone would be interested in what she has to say, but definitely not me.
There you go.
So it's very weird anyways. But I always overhear this weird ass shit from them talking and I'll just be like, oh my God, she's so weird. And she thinks it's normal.
It's 100% normal for somebody.
Well, that's the thing is I'll hear people say something and be like, wow, they think that's normal. They think that's a normal thing. Like, I don't want to name any names, but a couple of our mutual friends, I remember one time he was saying like, oh, it's so weird that these two married people, he's like, it's so weird she doesn't yell at him all the time. And like, just, they're just weird. They're like a weird couple because they don't yell at each other all the time. And I'm just sort of like, oh, yeah, okay. I'm like, dude, what are you fucking talking about? You're the weird ones. Like, you shouldn't be, like, arguing with your partner all the time like that. Like, oh, my God. But that's just what was normal to him because that's the way he was raised.
Yep.
And that's the way his relationship was. So it's just like, well, that's what happens. The wife belittles the husband. That's just the way it goes.
That's the way it is. Here's your honey-do list.
Yeah.
Smacking him with the newspaper.
Basically.
Go do it.
I mean, whatever. It's the honey-do list is a little, having the honey-do list is a little different than being like, why did you fuck up the honey-do list? Why are you so stupid? Why don't you shut up, you stupid idiot? Rather than like, oh, you made an error here. So, anyways.
Well, that's an abusive relationship.
Oh, well, obviously, 110%. Obviously.
That's interesting because I have no idea who you're talking about. So,
I mean, I'll tell you afterwards.
Yeah, okay.
I'll tell you afterwards.
If it's mutual, I'm like,
yes, yes, it is. It is mutual. So, anyways, other than that, I mean, I've been trying to stream at my regular time, but every night I'm just like, oh, too tired. So I think I just have to go right after work, basically.
Yeah, you definitely do.
But it sucks.
Eat some food, start streaming.
I know, it sucks, though. I don't like to start that early.
I know. Neither, when I was streaming like that, I didn't like that either.
Yeah.
But I mean, I had to.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm tired by 9. I got to go to bed.
I know, it's so stupid. Like, what the fuck? Am I a grandpa over here or what? Jesus Christ, man. It sucks balls. So, anyways, I'm going to have to start doing that.
Yeah.
Because I missed a lot of streaming just because I'd be like, okay, tonight, 7 o'clock. And then I'd be like, actually, I fell asleep. So,
yeah, I mean,
not
you get
7
up,
o'clock.
You get off, you go home.
Yeah.
You get back. It's 3:30. You grab a snack. You go live.
I know. It sucks.
That's what I was doing. I would go live around 5 o'clock. Get home, shower, eat a little bit, go live at 5. Get off at like 8:39. Eat dinner. Go to bed.
Yeah, I probably have to start doing that too.
Yeah.
Sucks anyways. But I do, other than that, I really like the schedule of being off that early. And it's like, especially this time of year, it's like, wow, I'm going, still light out. I'm going home and it's still light out. That's crazy. Going to work when it's pitch black, not as fun, but even still, even if it was like my regular hours, it's kind of like, the sun's barely coming up when I'm on my way to work. So it's not even that much better. So yeah, anyways, what can you do really?
It's true.
Other than that, I didn't really do too much. I guess I watched a weird new show.
A weird new show?
Well, I was at work and my coworker was like, have you seen this new show called The Brand New Cherry Flavor? And I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, it's on Netflix and it's like this weird horror TV show and I don't know what it's about. Someone was watching it and she said she saw like someone had a cut in their side and a woman was putting her hand in it and it was all weird and everything like that. And I was like, I have no idea what this is. So then I went on Netflix and looked it up and it's called The Brand New Cherry Flavor. And like, I would have never watched this show because first of all, what is this name Brand New Cherry Flavor?
Yeah, that's odd.
Like, is it a cooking show? I don't know. And then the picture on Netflix is just a picture of a cat. Like a normal cat.
That's weird.
So I just was like, I've seen it, and I just was like, well, I'm not watching a cat show. Like, whatever, right?
A cat show called Brand New Cherry Flavor.
Yeah. So, but then I actually started watching it, and I was just like, oh wow, this is actually good. Like, it's like a sort of weird, like almost Lynchian like horror show with like, what the fuck is going on here? Huh. It's saying Lynchian really. Well, probably doesn't mean anything to you really, but it's not that weird. Like David Lynch stuff is like, why is that woman dancing like she has to pee? And
yes, David Lynch stuff is weird.
So this is weird, but not quite that weird.
Lynch light?
Yeah, maybe. It's just, it's interesting. It's interesting. So it's a limited series. I think 6 episodes maybe. I've watched 2 and I was like, okay, I'll watch the rest of this. But like, does anyone even know what this show is or about or anything?
Not me, that's for sure.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't even come up for me. I don't think I've ever seen it in my list.
Yeah, I would see it if I'd be scrolling through and I'd just be like, I'm not watching that.
Yeah.
I'm not interested. Don't show me that. So I'm happy she was like telling me about it at work. So very weird anyways. But I didn't really watch or play anything else really too interesting. I played a little Satisfactory, but then I was just like, I don't need to play any more of this right now. And I played Watch Dogs Legion. Actually, there was a pretty interesting mission that I did in that one.
Yeah.
It's like near future, you know, that game?
Yes.
So it's like you got like the weird tech. So there was a mission where I had to steal the blueprints to make these micro drones to fly around. And the mission was I flew the micro drone in the supercomputer. And I had to like sabotage the supercomputer by flying in and like destroying the heat sinks and stuff like that. So it would destroy the computer. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. So you're like flying in the computer and you see all the cabling and wires and shit like that and the fans blowing and everything. So it was pretty interesting. Huh. But yeah, that's an interesting game.
Yes.
It's not like Watch Dogs 1 and 2. It's like more in depth. So
yeah,
I like it.
Cool.
I want to beat it. I'm going to beat it.
Beat it.
One of my things I've been thinking about recently is like I started a lot of games on stream, but never beat them. So I'm going to start doing that. I have beaten games on stream, just not that many. So I'm going to do it.
Good. I don't think I've ever beaten a game on stream.
Yeah, you did.
Did I?
Sure. Gorogoa.
Oh, yeah. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the new one.
And Battletoads.
And Battletoads, yeah.
You streamed the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
No, I meant Battletoads.
Oh. I was going to say. Okay.
No. We talked about it, but no.
I beat it on stream.
You beat it, yeah.
Me, Tank, and Master of None.
There you go.
We did it all together. 3-way.
Ooh.
It's not gay in a 3-way.
No, it sure isn't. Yeah, just the ones that we've beaten on stream.
Or in like the Mokred, we beat that one.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good one too. Never beat Rise of Nightmares though. That's the one hole in the old
one
library.
chink in the armor.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's about my week really.
Yeah, nice.
What about yourself?
Just worked. It's pretty standard.
How's the work going?
Pretty standard working. It's decidedly less stressful.
I love it. Love to hear it.
Yeah.
Love to hear it.
I got I don't know. I can't. It's going to be interesting when I have to fire someone or.
Ooh, yeah, that'll suck.
Lay someone off or something.
Do you want to give a like a tell?
No,
them
we were talking about it.
Tell
the
them
other
they're
day.
they're on the verge here on the podcast.
We were talking about it the other day. It's like, have you had to fire anyone yet? And I'm like, nope,
never ever,
not yet.
Oh,
I've been I've been the project manager for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
2 weeks now.
But like never in an old job or anything.
Never in an old job. No, I've never held that kind of authority.
Oh yeah.
I've hired people, but never fired people.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting when that happens, or
especially since
we're
all
contractors,
pals.
Stuff happens where you have to lay people off. It's happened before, but
yeah. I mean, also you're all pals there too.
Yeah,
so.
and we're all pals.
Yeah.
So it makes it even a little bit harder.
Yeah. So that does suck. Yeah, I've fired a few people.
Yeah.
Yeah, one guy was stealing. That was easy.
Yeah.
Then the one guy just was like a fuck up totally. So
yeah.
I was like, no, it's not going to work out.
You tend to keep your work people at a distance.
Oh, big time. More or less everybody at work. There's very few that I would be like, yeah, okay, I could do something after work with you or whatever.
Yeah.
But more or less everybody's like, they'll be like, we're going to go out for dinner. I'm like, no, I'm not going. Like, I don't even see anyone I like as much as I see you guys. Like, fuck that shit. So.
Whereas with me, I came up from the bottom and having to share hotels and all that with everybody. You tend to hang out with each other all the time. Yeah. You get to know everyone. You get to be friends with everybody.
Well, and it's also a little different when like everyone you work with is generally like a single dude with no kids.
Yeah.
Whereas like I'm working with like, oh, this woman's a grandma. This woman has 3 kids living with her. Like this dude, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, and you listen to all the same music. Everyone likes all the same things. Everyone likes doing all the same stuff.
Yeah. That's a little different.
So yeah, with especially with the guys who are actually listening to this podcast, it makes it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah. So when he fires you, don't take it personally.
Yeah, don't take it personally.
If you want me to fire him, I'll do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be your guy that serves them their papers. You're on notice, everybody that's hearing this, just so you know. And if you don't want to get fired, just sign up for the Patreon. It's easy.
Yep. Only Patreon members don't get fired. That's like one of the perks.
I like it. That's a good idea. Good idea. Yeah, I remember like, thinking like, oh, it'll be hard to fire somebody. But when it gets to that point, it's just like, I just get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it'll probably be harder if that comes to something for you where it's more of a layoff rather than a firing. Because I don't actually see you firing anybody for being a fuck up, really. But it'll be just like, oh, there's no work. Like, sorry.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, at my job, it's just like, you idiot. Get the fuck out of my face. I don't want to see you ever again. So,
yeah. They'll always be work, though.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
we're literally the best.
Yeah, exactly.
I had a meeting and the higher ups were like, "Oh yeah, you guys are the best."
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, exactly. And you were like, "You're welcome."
Yeah, you're totally welcome.
I did this while I was being hindered. So imagine what I can do when I can actually do a good job.
Yeah, right.
So crazy.
So I've had the time to work on some programming in Excel and making new spreadsheets.
Wow.
I don't have to be just strictly on the design, but I've got a lot of stuff in Jira that needs to be checked. So that's what you can do. So the guys who are working in the design team now, they can flag an item that needs to be checked, and then it comes up on my dashboard, and then I have to go through and check all these items to make sure they're done right.
Oh, yeah.
But it's getting big. I should probably go through and knock some of it down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But I think I'm just going to go to Kelowna tomorrow.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Road trip. Surprise.
Boss is in town.
Yeah, exactly. That's cool.
Yeah, I haven't been there yet since I've been promoted, so I figure I should go and show my face and be like, oh, wow.
Yeah,
awful over
here. Yeah, shape up or ship out, sirs.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do on tomorrow.
Fun.
Because I got one of the guys is going down, and I'll just catch a ride with him because I don't want to drive.
Dude, you're totally the boss. I don't want to drive. You're driving. Yes, sir.
There's no...
Beautiful.
So the office in Kelowna is right next to the dump. But
Perfect place for it.
But because it's a business, you can't dump in the dump.
Oh, yeah?
You have to pay like huge fees.
Yeah.
So we got to go down there and like load it all up and take it somewhere else.
Really?
Yeah. It's weird.
Wow. Fun.
Yeah.
Oh, well, whatever. Just throw it over the fence.
Just throw it over the fence.
Easy.
Yeah.
God, what a stinky work site, man.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
Not too bad.
Well, it's on a cherry farm. It's also on a cherry farm next to the dump.
So it smells fine until the cherries start to rot.
They got those sonic cannons out there to keep the birds off the trees.
Oh, wow.
So every so often you just pow.
Oh, crazy.
Sonic cannons? I don't know. Are they sonic cannons or are they shoot blanks off into the air? I don't know.
Is it a boom?
It's a boom.
Yeah, it might be just like a blank thing.
Yeah. They just set it off to keep the birds away. I think, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Other than work, which has been, less stressful. Less stressful. Feeling the need to do things. We went hiking/hunting yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
In the old just up past Batch.
Mm-hmm.
It started snowing. There's like 4 inches of snow up there, so we were hiking up the hills.
What were you hunting for?
Hunting for ducks or geese.
Excuse me.
I wasn't hunting, but the wife was hunting.
Mm-hmm.
She went off in the opposite direction of us, went to a long lake and just camped out there.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to get the ducks to come in so we get a nice duck dinner.
Oh, yeah. And did that happen?
It didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
But she's still working on her like call techniques and
yeah. What's
her
up,
duck is very convincing now.
Oh, yeah.
You would like hear it and be like, "Is that a real duck?
Is that a real duck?" Crazy.
Yeah, it's ultra convincing. It's like it's like when you're playing Terraria and the new duck comes in and you hear it, you're like, it's so lifelike. You're like, what the frig?
Any ducks left here? Have they flown away by now?
They're starting to fly away, but when it's she says when it starts to snow and it's like really cold, they tend to stay on the water.
Oh, yeah.
So it's usually a good time to go out.
Need a dog to go pick them up when she blasts them.
Yeah, she's got like hip waders.
Oh my God, firing over the water, eh? Isn't that illegal, actually?
I don't know.
I thought firing over the water was illegal.
I don't think it is.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it is.
I don't know. I don't hunt, but...
Yeah.
Anyways.
And then, Rip and Crayon and I just went hiking in the hills.
Oh, fun.
Walked up a hill, tried to get a geocache, but we're like looking for it, and it's like the hint was in a crevasse.
A crevasse?
Halfway down the hill in a crevasse. Like, great. There's 4 inches of snow on the ground. We ain't finding this thing.
No crevasse finding
No
today.
crevasse finding.
Crazy.
Got back. We took the Jeep out, and this road is real rough. Like, it's terrible. We're sliding all over the place because you're like on like 10 degree, 12 degree, 15 degree inclines.
Fun slipping around?
Slipping around, back end, sliding all over the place.
Nice.
It's super muddy. I got to go get it cleaned up tomorrow or today.
Do you have winters on that thing?
All-terrain mud and snows.
Oh, yeah.
They do the job.
Very good.
But it's good to get out there and learn what the Jeep behaves like in the snow.
Exactly.
It was a little bit sketchy at times, but, you get used to it.
Yeah, it's got a roll bar, doesn't it?
Are we going to get stuck?
It's got a roll bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all Jeeps have like a roll cage.
Perfect. No worries.
Not like super
no worries.
strong roll cages.
You're fine.
But they're fine. I need to get a winch, but out in the Great Plains of the Lac
Yeah,
du Bois
what are you going to hook it to?
area.
A crack in the dirt?
Yeah, right. There's nothing out there to hook your winch to. So
exactly.
If we got stuck,
destroying some sensitive ecological preserves, I see.
Yeah. Well, the difference between, because there's like a 4x4 off-road club area before there, the protected area,
like that big hill.
Yeah, like the big hill, but it extends fairly far behind there.
Yeah,
and all the place where it gets all ponded, or where there's like ponds, but they're all dried up now. It's just like tracks through the mud. It's just like all chewed up.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, okay. But the road is like, as soon as you get over the cattle guard into the Lac du Bois area, the road just turns into utter crap.
Yeah.
It's just rutted and potholed and unmaintained.
Well, I don't think they ever get graded or anything. So.
No, definitely not. Yeah. Definitely not. So you got to like find your own way out there.
Which is kind of against the rules up there.
Yeah.
You're supposed to stay on the road.
You stay on the road. It is difficult to stay on the road.
Oh, yeah, big time.
So, at some points. Not for me, though. I got a Jeep. It's fine.
Yeah.
It started raining, snowing, hailing. We were up there, too.
Triple threat.
Yeah. And then we just came back. Got a couple tacos.
From
Senior Froggies.
Oh, the frog.
Yeah, I haven't had Senior Froggies in a while. And then we watched actually the video of that pizza I showed in the pre-show. Yeah. Them making that, and then a review of an air fryer lid, and he was cooking tater tots in this air fryer lid. It's just like a lid that went on your pot with like a fan in it. Yeah, and that was like an air fryer lid.
Yeah, it's basically what air fryer is.
Yeah,
it's like a convection oven.
But it worked like crap.
Of course,
it didn't do what it was supposed to do.
Of course,
he was making tater tots, and I'm like, man, I haven't had tater tots, but I'm like, oh my god,
Senior
Froggies.
Nice.
Here we go. Went there. Had some snacks. We went to Bright Eyes with Briscoe.
Yeah.
And Rip.
Nice.
And it was a long time. It took a half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour, somewhere around there to get a table.
Yeah.
Just packed. Absolutely packed. They had open the new side.
Yeah.
The bar.
Yeah.
And the arcade.
Yeah.
Arcade area. And yeah, just packed.
Yep.
Just packed. But man, they have the best house-made smoked ketchup I've ever had.
Yeah, that stuff is good. If you order on their website now, that costs extra to get.
Does it?
Yeah, they've revamped. Before you would order on their website and whatever. Now they use some other like ordering website thing, and it was like, what kind of ketchup do you want, regular or smoked? And it's $1 more for the smoked ketchup. And I was just like, what are you doing? Yeah,
that's
so
weird.
Like the last
it's weird.
time
it's worth, but it's weird.
It's the last time I'm going to order takeout from them because it was also way too expensive.
Yes.
It was like DoorDash prices, but like you pick it up yourself. It's like, no, thank you. So it was good, but it was just like, I'm not ordering from them again.
I'll just get a jar of that smoked ketchup. Just take home. Like, why is that not a thing that we can do?
I don't know.
Like, get their ketchup to go? It's so good. It's so good.
You can probably make it pretty easily. It's probably just ketchup with like liquid smoke in it.
Yeah, who knows?
So
it is fairly chunky though.
Well, they probably make like a ketchup.
Yeah, I would imagine that it's
but
fully
it's probably
house-made.
Pretty basic: tomato, sugar, salt, liquid smoke. I recreated it right now.
It could be.
Yeah,
could be. I'll have to look up a recipe. I haven't made my own ketchup in quite a while.
I've never made my own ketchup.
I've made my own ketchup once.
I made my own barbecue sauce that was ketchup based.
Oh yeah, I've done that too. But I made the ketchup as well that went in it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
No, I've never done that.
It's good.
Nice.
It's good. As for stuff that I played, we played some Deep Rock Galactic on Friday, which was fun. Going to play some more after the podcast.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to join us, we got 2 open slots. Maybe just one because we might have Neangelo joining us as well.
Fun.
Dwarf mining through the Galactic Empire. It's a good time. It's a good time. I enjoy it. Play some Overwatch 2. They put Bastion back into the game, and he just steamrolls now. It's ridiculous.
Crazy.
I know.
I don't know what that means.
Bastion's the robot that used to turn into a turret that couldn't move.
Okay.
Now he's a robot that turns into a tank that just moves all the time.
Okay.
he's got like 10 seconds or 8 seconds of tank power, and then it's on like an 8 or 10 second cooldown. But the amount of DPS you can output in that mode is ridiculous. You sit there and hold the button down and hose the entire back line down.
Oh, crazy.
Like, see you later, healers. That was good. It was a good time. Nice. And then, of course, I bought Vampire Survivors on Steam.
Yes. And
I looked it up, and you can just transfer your Xbox Game Pass save straight on over, because it's the same game. So you just transfer your Game Pass game over. I got and just the achievements started rolling in.
Nice. Does it have trading cards? Did you get all trading cards too?
Oh, I don't know if it's got trading cards. I didn't check.
Oh yeah.
But I had 64 achievements.
Nice. It's like half of them.
Yeah. There's a ton.
Yeah, there's like 120, I think.
Yeah. And so I started playing that again. I'm like, yeah. It's a lot more difficult than Bounty of One.
Yeah.
Because Bounty of One's just like, oh, raise your health, raise your damage, raise your thing. It's not based on weapons, which I like about Vampire Survivor. So I was playing that a little bit the other night as well.
How's it run on the Steam Deck?
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
It's so nice to play it on the Jack.
Nice.
So nice.
Nice.
Yeah. That was my week.
Cool.
Nothing too exciting.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I like it.
We'll get some exciting stuff going on sooner or later.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you watch? No, you haven't watched any Cabinet of Curiosities yet.
No.
We'll probably talk about that sooner or later.
After Andor.
It's super good.
Yeah.
Andor. Season 1, episode 9.
Yeah. That's the one.
That's the one. So this is the one where Andor is still in jail.
Yeah.
Still doing things.
Mm-hmm.
I found this episode to be very all over the place. Like, they didn't really focus on one thing for too long, and it's just like jumped here and jumped there, and it was fairly all over the place.
I mean, that's kind of the way the whole series has been, really, I thought.
Yeah, it has been, but I felt like this one was a little bit more disjointed than usual.
I didn't really notice that, but no, not really. I knew what was going on. They have a lot to show, whereas
they do.
The only one that still seems like, what's the point of this story now, is the guy from Lazy Town. It's like, what's his point now?
Yes.
He's getting very desperate.
Yes, he is.
And it's like, why?
Desperate and creepy.
Yeah, what's his deal? So, who knows anyways. But this one, they showed Mon Mothma, who we now know her cousin is the girl that was working with Andor to steal the money.
Yeah, she was the head lady.
Yeah. Which we didn't realize. We didn't know. I don't think we knew.
No, we definitely didn't know.
That was Mon Mothma's cousin.
Yeah, it's when they did the announcement. It's like, oh, your cousin's coming. She's like, what? And I'm like, who?
Yeah. Who's your cousin?
Who's your cousin?
Yeah.
Why is this important?
And I was like, oh, it's her. Okay. They showed a lot of Bix getting tortured.
Yes.
Which was pretty brutal. The way they showed... Like, they described what the torture was just like, oh, that's very disturbing. Like, it's like the death screams of a race, and especially the kids, because that's particularly bad. But, like, the woman acting as Bix, when she started getting tortured and they zoomed in on her eyes and stuff, I was like, holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
Is she really getting tortured? It was pretty crazy.
Oh, yeah. The doctor was cool. Dr.
Joseph Goebbels. I mean... Yeah, they're very fascist in this show.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So,
oh, yes.
Yeah, I don't remember his name. Zorgst or something like that?
Something like that,
yeah. He's just like a Nazi, basically. And then Andor really wants to break out of prison, but I can't even remember what Andy Serkis's character's name is. Just like, shut up. And he's like, they're not listening to us, buddy. Like, they don't care about us.
They don't care.
Just tell me how many guards there are here. And he's just like, no, I won't do it. But it ended up being something happened. People got killed, and they don't really know why. And in this jail,
second floor just all got wiped out. Everyone on the second floor just died.
Why did it happen this way? Like, what happened? And eventually they learn, like, a guy that was supposed to get paroled just got put back into a different floor, and they let the information out, like, that he didn't get released. So rather than, like, whatever, being like, oops, we screwed it up, he's supposed to go, they just killed everybody on the floor to, like, cover it up, basically. And they say that everybody in the colony is going to get killed.
Yeah. Nobody's getting out.
Just because they don't want, I guess, a riot or whatever to happen.
It's probably what I was thinking of. What it was is that no one's getting out. Everyone's gonna die because there's no room left in the jail because because the sentences have become so grossly inflated and everyone's getting just thrown into jail now. It's just like getting too overcrowded and they're just gonna kill everyone there.
Yeah. The way I thought they said in the show that there was a guy that was supposed to be released, but they just sent him to another floor.
Yeah, definitely did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so Andy's character name is Kino.
Oh yeah,
Kino boy.
Kino. At the end of the show though, where they finally learn and like, hey, everybody's gonna die, and Andor asks him again, like, how many guards are on every floor, and he's just like, no more than 12. And then the episode ended. I was like, for fuck's sake!
Oh yeah. After that, I was like, yes. I was like, no.
Why is it over now? God damn it! So I was pretty stoked about seeing the next episode.
Is gonna be pretty good.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. At first, when he first went into this jail and they were like walking him into the like lockdown area and they have him walk right by the boot rack where you can just get your fresh boots, I was like, man, this is stupid. Why would they have these out in the open like that? But it's like they're not really out in the open. It's like they're all locked away in an area where there's no chance of getting to these like electric proof boots. So it's like, okay, it's not as bad as I thought. So I'm excited to see what happens next episode.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, the one the older gentleman on their table had a stroke.
Yes.
And so they stayed with him in the hall. Like he had a stroke right in the hallway when they were changing shifts.
Yeah.
And so they had to wait for a doctor to come in, and the doctor basically told them that nobody's getting out. Everybody is dying.
Yes. And I can't help him, so let me just kill him here in a way that'll let him die peacefully.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh, we really have to get out of here. So yeah, Andor finally got the information from Kino, like, we can get out of this place.
Yeah, and this scene really shows that Kino's actually, he's sympathetic to his inmates. He wants everyone to get out. He wants everyone to survive.
Oh yeah, big time. And but he has to be like the boss.
But he has to be the boss.
Yeah. Make sure everybody follows the, what is it called? Order?
The program.
Stay on program.
Stay on program.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shows that he's not, he's not just a heartless guy who's not thinking about people.
Yeah.
He's actually there. He's thinking about his fellow inmates and wants everyone to survive and get out.
Exactly.
But he also wants to survive and get out.
Exactly. So, I mean, we didn't see him in Rogue One.
We sure didn't.
We'll see if he makes it.
I mean, yeah, he doesn't have to be in Rogue One.
No, I know, but you know, with certain characters, it's like, well, are we going to see, Mon Mothma's cousin lady there? I don't think so.
Vel?
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see Vel. I don't think she was in Rogue One, so.
No, I don't think she was in either.
So
I did restart watching it, so I'm pretty sure she's not.
I'm going to watch Rogue One after I finish watching Andor, but it'd be interesting to see if what's-her-name is an episode of this. Jan Eero or whatever her name was from Rogue One. Is that what her name was?
No, she won't be.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Not
I think
even
the only person I think we're going to see is K2SO.
I mean, did we already see him?
We saw K2 robots.
Model? Yeah.
We didn't see K2SO, and I'm pretty sure that even if it's not this season, maybe it's the next season that we see him, because he's got to come across him sooner or later.
I guess so. But yeah, this is this is the best Star Wars thing.
Jyn Erso.
Yeah. There you go. Since the original 3, I don't know.
I'd say since 3.5.
Like since the special editions?
No.
Oh, since Rogue One?
Rogue One.
Okay.
Because Rogue One is the best Star Wars movie.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
It has like the highest highs for Darth Vader and the almost the lowest lows for Darth Vader in one movie.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, Darth Vader's lowest point is when the Emperor is like, oh, you killed Padme, you just don't remember. And he goes, no! But it also has the highest of highs where he goes on the Yavin 4 and, like, kills all the rebel troopers right at the end of the movie. In this, like, post-credits scene, basically, where his lightsaber comes on, he just murders everybody. But in that movie, it also has, like, the worst pun he ever says, too, where he says something about, like, don't let your ambitions
choke you.
Yeah.
And he spins around with his stupid... Oh, yeah.
That is, like, one of the worst scenes of all time.
Yeah, I think that scene and Vader post-Yavin 4 is the worst Vaderage ever.
Even when he's kicking the shit out of everybody?
Not when he's kicking the shit out of everybody, but when he's like, anytime he walks, because he's got so much swagger when he walks.
Yeah. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, I still think it's the best Star Wars movie ever.
Wow.
But I also think, the Vader parts were the worst parts about Vader. Worst Vader in any movie.
Yeah, except when he laid the smackdown.
Except when he
that
laid
was
the
pretty
smackdown,
cool.
yeah. Because like, oh yeah, and then we just roll right into episode 4.
Yeah,
Literally can roll right into episode 4.
Literally. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm liking it a lot.
Yeah.
So when I was last night in the movie stream and Mosh was on it and we were talking about Star Wars and Marvel and stuff like that, he's like, I just can't watch all this stuff. Like, you have to watch it all. I'm like, no, you don't have to watch it all. Just watch what you like.
Yeah.
And he's like, but then you don't know what's going on. And I'm like, you don't need to know what's going on. Like, I liked Moon Knight and there was like nothing involving the extended MCU and that.
Yeah, 0 things.
And he's like, well, you don't know that. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I don't know that. But it's like, I also don't care about that. It doesn't matter.
Well, I know that.
Yeah.
Because I've watched it.
Yeah.
And I've watched almost literally everything. Marvel.
But then in She-Hulk, what was the only MCU thing in that? Like Scar? Like Hulk's son?
And
was there anything else in there? I mean, I guess Daredevil, but
yeah, Daredevil and Abomination.
yeah, but even then, like, is that going to affect anything? That didn't.
I don't think so.
Yeah, maybe Scar's son, I would think has to be something. Otherwise, why even do it?
Yeah,
but you don't
maybe
have
just
to.
for the memes.
Yeah, with his receding hairline hairdo. Oh my god. So, anyways, if you don't care about Star Wars, you can enjoy Andor as a science fiction show.
You sure can. A science fiction political intrigue show.
Yeah.
With mild amounts of action.
Yeah, a little
There's
bit.
very little action.
Yeah, it's more just like, it's like a thriller.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you don't like Star Wars, you can still enjoy Andor.
You sure can.
You wouldn't even know it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, there's not even anything with the Force in it or anything.
No.
No.
There's no Force. There's no DL-44s. There's no...
Nothing. No midichlorians.
No. Yeah. The only thing... Do you?
What?
I'm trying to think of if you see a destroyer.
I mean, there's a crashed one that's at the start of when Andor's a kid. Isn't that a crashed Star Destroyer?
No, that's a crashed Carillion Corvette.
Oh.
That crashes, but...
Yeah, I don't know if there's a Star Destroyer.
Do you see
there must have been Star Destroyers. Yeah, well, we see Sand Troopers.
Oh, yeah.
Or Shore Troopers.
Yeah.
There must have been a Star Destroyer when they went to that planet with where Andor was from to take it over.
Oh, probably.
Start their investigation.
Yeah. I can't recall now.
I can't either.
But yeah, you definitely see Shore Troopers, Sand Troopers, whatever the hell they are.
Yeah, Shore Troopers.
In the one of the later episodes.
Yeah, there's Stormtroopers because there's like that whole scene of a flashback where the guys are gonna throw rocks at the Stormtroopers, and then like Andor's adoptive dad like goes in the street and is like, "Hey man, everybody chill out," and then the Stormtroopers stop and turn around and like blow them away.
Even with the newer stuff when they come and take over.
Yeah. So there's definitely Stormtroopers.
Yeah, for sure.
So, anyways, Andor.
Highly recommend.
Yes.
Game Club.
Yes.
Game Club. Each week, we play a section, chapter, segment, timed interval of a game.
There it is.
And then we talk about it.
Yes.
We, of course, played Plague Tale Innocence on our last one.
Yes.
And now we're playing Plague Tale Requiem.
Yes.
Which is the latest Plague Tale. Just came out.
Yes.
People are loving it. It's getting high ratings. We're only on chapter 3.
We're only on... Yeah. Chapter 3. That's right.
So one thing I've found so far about this is that the chapters, there seem to be natural breaks where a chapter could stop and start again, and they just blow through it.
Yes.
And make the chapters longer. Maybe that's something that they were thinking about doing. Maybe people were complaining that chapters were too short. Maybe. And they weren't getting enough.
I don't think that was a problem personally.
No, me neither.
I actually preferred it before, but
oh yeah, 100%. I like those short little chapters. It was nice. You can sit down.
Short is I wouldn't even call it they're like an hour long. So
yeah, 45 to an hour.
I don't know if I'd call those short, but anyways,
they're kind of short. Yeah, they're kind of short.
Anyways,
but they were broken up nicely. Whereas this one doesn't seem to be broken.
This
up
chapter
as
wasn't
nicely.
as bad as the last chapter, where
The
it was
last
about
chapter
4
was long.
times where I was like, okay, this has got to be the end. It's like, nope. It keeps going.
Yeah.
So I will say that I enjoyed the first game more than this game so far.
I'm going to 100% agree with that.
Yes. Right now I don't know if it's just whatever, but there's a lot more hand holding going on. Like, it's a harder game overall because in the first game you could kill enemies by hitting them in the head with a rock because no one wore a helmet at the start of the game.
Yeah.
But in this game they start wearing helmets immediately. But even like little dumb puzzles, I'll have Luke, like in this chapter we had to get out of a barn with all their like the depot, and it's like, okay, how do we get up to the level? And immediately Lucas is just like, oh, there's a card over here, let's push it. And it's like, I literally didn't even have a chance to look for anything.
I know. As soon as you walk down there, he's like, oh, there's a cart right here. We can get this out of the way, we can get it.
And it's just like, you didn't even give me like 1 second to try to even look around here.
Yeah.
So just a lot of like that kind of thing. And it's always like, well, oh, I can put, like, Lucas will be like, oh, I'll pull the lever and then you can do this. And it's just like, well, why didn't you like me tell you to do this and I'll do it? Like, why am I even playing this? Some of the things, like in the first game, it was like, you know, it's not realistic because there's like rat tornadoes and shit coming at you.
Yeah.
But in this game, like in this depot, our idea is like, we got to get past the guards.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do? We'll fire a ballista at them. Okay, fine. And Lucas is like, I'll put the little exploding powder on there. That'll blow it up and we can get out.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So then we're setting it all up and Amici's like, okay, who's going to open the door? And then, oh, we don't need to open the door. This is going to trigger the explosion. Otherwise it won't prime. So we'll just blow it through the door. And it was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what is going on here? This is so dumb. So
we start
anyways,
this chapter.
that was like the end. of the
that was the
chapter.
end of the chapter. But I'll say we start this chapter back at the house, and they're like, okay, we got to go back into the city and get to a alchemist's supply store, like the alchemist that was in the market at the start of the game.
Yeah,
we have to go find him now because he's going to have Nightshade, which will help stop Hugo's tremors.
Yeah.
Or Hugo's seizures.
Macula or whatever.
Yeah, his macula-induced seizures. So it starts to rain. There's nobody in the courtyard. And they're like, okay, we got to go outside the city. And I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, well, here we go again, back into the city. And then it's just like, it's just almost a replay of the second chapter.
Yeah.
It's literally a replay of the second chapter. You go into some ichor. It's disgusting. It's supposed to like induce some sort of, some emotion. It was gross. Yes. But I'm like, are they just doing this now to just be gross?
Yeah, basically.
And so we get through this little gross part in like the merchants district where it's like the awful
They throw all the
offal
guts from the slaughtered animals in this pit
and
that
so
goes nowhere.
You're walking through it slowly because, it's knee high and you got like boots on. You're trying not to get disgusting.
And Lucas says, I got it in my mouth.
Yeah, I got it in my mouth.
Okay, that's gross. We get it.
Yeah. You get through and then, you do a couple little puzzles. The rats come out. Yeah. You get through the rats and then the dudes come out. I'm like, fuck, we just did this last chapter.
That's the other thing too, is it's like, okay, I know a lot of people, I don't know, like in the first game it was like mostly like sort of guided where it's like you got to go through this building. Oh, all the doors are locked.
Yeah.
There's one door unlocked. That's the one you go through. This one, you get to all these open areas and it's like, okay, just go to town, use your abilities and get through here, which I don't really like.
I find that okay. I think that's
fine, but it's just like, okay, I can go all the way down this way or I can go way over here or whatever. And it's like, well, if I go over here, is there even a point for me to go over here?
Yeah.
And I don't know. The rules of the game are, I don't know. They're like hit and miss this time. It'll be like, okay, I can see there's 2 lights. I want to go between the lights. There's no rats. But it's like, oh, I strayed too close to a wall and all the rats jump over the wall and get me. It's like, why didn't they just have the rats there so I know this? I'm just getting these deaths because it's like, I didn't even know there was rats there. Like, what is going on here?
And there are sections where the rat swarm is just kind of like a couple of rats here and there, and you're like, oh,
yeah.
Well, what's going to go on here? Can I go through
Yeah.
this? Is this a thing I can do?
Yeah.
And you like go up, one touches you, and just they're all there.
Yes. And then the other thing too is like you light the stick to carry the fire between whatever because you can. And as soon as you light the stick, Lucas is like, well, I have to put my hand on your back, so you walk half as fast.
Yeah.
It's like, get your fucking hand off of me, kid, and let me just walk at a normal pace.
Yeah, and you can't actually just tell him to stay there either.
No. It's
You're
just
like, I'm just going to go over here because there's crafting material over here. And crafting material, let's talk about that because they're just like bits.
Yes.
It's like, here's 5 parts.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
What do these 5 parts do?
Well, when you get to the workbench, it requires parts and tool to upgrade your thing. So
yeah, they oversimplified the first game because the first game you were getting leather, you were getting cloth, string, all this kind of stuff to upgrade your gear, and this one you get parts.
Yes, they definitely did simplify it a lot. Well, the other thing too is like the rocks. You have unlimited rocks, just rocking all day long.
Yeah.
And now it's like in the first game it was like, oh, I only have 2 rocks left, so you'd have to think like, oh, can I kill this guy? Like, what's going to come up next? It never really was a problem that you ran out of rocks in the first game, so that's probably why they changed it.
It induced a little bit of like, okay, well, do I have enough rocks to get through here? Am I going to get rocks later? I mean, you always did, but it puts that thought in your mind. You're like, how am I going to play this? I got 2 rocks.
And the other thing too is like, again, typical sequelitis here. It's like, oh, I lost all my abilities and knowledge from the first game. It's like in the first game I leveled up and I didn't need tools and I didn't need a workbench to upgrade my gear and I had a better sling, and it's just like in between the games it's like, fuck, throw this shit in the trash, man.
don't need
this anymore.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, come on, seriously. And with her knowledge, she'll be like, oh yeah, I forgot about this. I forgot we could make like this powder or whatever. And it's like, oh my God, seriously?
Yeah, there were, I mean, for us, because we played it just like a couple months before it came out, like the first one, whereas other people, it's been, a couple years.
But even still, like, think of the character of Amicia.
Yes.
Like, she's like, oh yeah, oh right, I could make exploding powder. I don't remember the recipe, but yeah.
Yeah, I really do like the fact that you can combine the stuff with the pot now.
Yeah,
to make
that's
something
interesting.
Different. That's cool.
Interesting.
But overall, like with the dumbed downness of the crafting and just some of the other stuff, where it's like they're just being gross to be gross now. It's like it's not so much moving as it was in the first game.
Yeah, like when in the first game when you go through the slaughtered pig yard and you're like, oh my God, they killed all the animals, and it's like there's the pig avalanche and everything like that. It was gross, but it added something to it. In this one, it's just like, what did this do? It made us walk slowly through it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, wow, okay, sweet. I have to waste this time to walk around here.
Yeah, it didn't invoke any kind of like feeling of whatever they were trying to get us to feel. It did not. I was just like, okay, we're just going to go through this now.
Exactly.
It did. It just artificially made it longer, and it just didn't do anything for it.
So the other thing too is obviously something's wrong with Amicia, because she's just like whining and complaining the whole time, and she even says like, there's something wrong with me.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, she's got like whatever, PTSD, or she's going through shock or something like that. But
understandable.
They made her way too annoying. Like, she's just complaining about everything. And it's just like, okay, I get it, but like, shut the fuck up. And the other thing too is like, one of the lines, like the writing is just not as good in this one either. No, 100% isn't. There was a line where she's like, oh, I can't believe we left Hugo with that guy. He's just torturing him and everything like that. And it's like, he's literally dealt with this guy for like 10 minutes. Like, you're talking like he's been torturing him for like months and months here. It's literally been 10 minutes since he's even seen Hugo.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit, settle down a little bit here. Though I did enjoy when she lost her mind and was
that was probably the best scene of this whole chapter, is when she's just they get to the alchemist's house. Did you walk through the water in the back of the alchemist's house?
Unfortunately,
where you it's up to your ankles, but you're still like wading through it.
Yeah, I walked through it, and as I walked into it, I'm like, I know this is a waste of time, and I get through it, and it's not going to be anything of value over here. And lo and behold, nothing of value.
Mm-hmm.
So I just was like, why did they even just? As I was doing it, I was like, why didn't they just put up an invisible wall? Like, just save me the time of me walking
or just
in
make
this.
the walking normal through it, because it's up to her ankles.
Anyways,
it's not even deep.
But that was right by the tree, right? So did you hit the plants out of the tree?
I hit one.
Because there was 2, and one of them was Hugo's Herbarium.
I hit the Hugo's Herbarium out of there, but then after that, I couldn't shoot them at all. I couldn't even bring my sling out.
Oh, okay. I shot another plant first that had nothing in it. So
yeah, I got the Hugo's Herbarium one first,
yeah.
and then it wouldn't let me do anything after that. I was just walking around.
Yeah.
Because it was like, oh, you got Hugo's Herbarium. Time to go back because there's no Nightshade.
I did enjoy, like, killing... Even before that, when I was sneaking around, it was like, well, these guys are like... If I kill this guy, they're all going to notice and everything. So I did a lot of sneaking where I just walked through the grass and everything. Mm-hmm. But when I got to the second level, I was like, oh, is that guy far enough away? And then I would kill the guy near me. And then he'd be dead. And then all of a sudden a guard would be like, hey, why is that guy laying down? And he'd run over and then I'd kill him and stuff like that.
There was a lot of no helmets in this chapter.
There was a few for sure. And then they introduced the saltpeter, I think, or what was it, where you hit the bag and it'll make it all dusty.
Yeah, put it out. Yeah. Saltpeter.
So was a lot of like putting a fire out to kill a guy and then relighting the fire. So that's obviously why there's so many chests of alcohol and shit laying around, because you are using these different like things all the time to light stuff and put it out.
You're definitely going through your alchemical regions way more in this one than in the first one.
Exactly. So I'm not enjoying it as much as the first one. It's still fine, but unless the story really... And that's the other thing, too, is like, I don't remember at any point in the first game. I think like in the first game it was like, go from point A to point B. Mm-hmm. Whereas in this game, it's been like, go from point A to B, back to A, but you never go from B to A. You go from A to B, and then you just teleport back to A.
Yeah.
And it's like, we had to fight our fucking ass off to get in there. There's guys alive outside, but... No, we just teleport right to the back. And it's just like, well, what? Like, it just is hollow.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, for sure.
It's just annoying that way.
Yeah, the only scene that managed to make me feel anything, which is what they're trying to go for, is that one where you're just outside the alchemist's hut, you're trapped in the thing, and you're just killing dudes, and you're just losing your mind.
Yeah, she's just going crazy.
Yeah.
And then they're locked away. I'm like, why didn't they kill him? Like, then they say like, oh, we're going to torch you. It's like, oh, okay.
Torch you and then hang you.
And then Lucas is just like, well, say something. Like, she's like, I made a mistake. And he's like, that's all you can say is you made a mistake? And I was just like, yeah, is that all she can say? Like, what the fuck is she doing here?
Yeah.
They could have got away 10 fucking times and she got him trapped.
Yeah.
So, anyways, but then they get out of the thing and just, we'll just walk back to the inn. Or the
Lucas is like, hey, check out this bomb I got in my pocket.
Yeah. Yeah, oops. I forgot about this.
I forgot about this. Hey, no, they didn't even search him.
Yeah, they didn't search him.
All right, well, I'm going to throw this on the
fire. So I was like, where was he hiding that? And then I was streaming it, and the chat's like, oh, is it his prison wallet? I was like, well, that's probably the only place it could have been. So
yeah, after you get to the alchemist hut, you do the thing, you get captured.
Yeah.
And then you go and escape.
Yeah.
And you got to escape through like the castle, which is in the city.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, there's a little puzzle, a little sneakiness, a little getting out. And you get to that one part in the thing where you fire the ballista, and then you just teleport straight back.
Yeah, just instantly back.
Instantly back.
Yeah. So, whatever. We'll see what the next chapter's like. But
yeah, this hopefully, this is just an anomaly, because this is just like...
I mean, I feel that it's not going to be an anomaly.
A lot of people are really liking this game.
I mean, I'm enjoying it, but it's just not as good as the first one.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
I've been trying to avoid just spoilers.
I haven't seen any spoilers or anything. So
I've seen like just headlines of reviews, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's so good."
Yeah. No, I know the reviews and like the number of people playing it are very good.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
It looks amazing.
Like the transition from the city from being like the nice, fair whatever, unto when it's raining and muddy and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it looks totally different, but it still looks great.
Yeah, for sure.
So it looks really good, but yeah, it's not as good as the first game.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
What'd you upgrade?
My belt. So I don't need tools and stuff.
Oh, you got that high?
No, I got 2. I got the first 2 upgrades, I think.
I only did the first one.
Or maybe I didn't get the second one, but I'm super close. Like I need like 5 parts or something like that.
I got the because that recycling of that seems good.
Yeah,
seems
that's pretty good. Exactly why I did it.
Yeah, so the first upgrade on your belt is you get to recycle knives or pots or like anything that's out there that you can't pick up.
Yeah,
not unless they're if they're items, not alchemical regions.
Yeah,
and you can just recycle them into parts so that you can upgrade more.
That seemed good to me too. Yes. So I was like, I'll do those ones. And then I was like, well, I may as well just get it to the point where I don't need tools. So
yeah.
And then I can just get parts all day long. So
I had a stack of tools. I was able to get 2 upgrades and then I still had tools left.
I have tools left too. I just didn't have enough parts.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I got the belt number 1 and sling number 1.
I don't know. I think I did do another one, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
So we'll see anyways.
Yeah, we'll see what chapter 4 holds. Mm-hmm. Hopefully it manages to evoke the feelings that it wants to evoke rather than trying to force it down our throats.
Well, I mean, maybe that's what they were trying to evoke, but it's just kind of clunky.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah. You know what's not clunky?
Nah,
Patreon.com /StreamVoid pod.
Right.
You can get in there. You can throw some money at the screen. You can help this podcast survive. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's going to survive whether you do or not. But still,
what about thrive?
It'll thrive.
There you go.
Yeah, lots of new content coming up. Lots of Patreon exclusive stuff.
Yep.
Coming up. We got a brand new Patreon B. That's his name, B.
He's like named after the bug?
The B bug. No, it's just B. Capital B. Period. No, nothing afterwards.
Okay, all right.
Shout out to you, sir.
Yep.
And of course, shout out to our other Patreons, John,
Kiro,
BA.
Oh, BA.
BA. Rip.
Oh, Rip.
Niangelo.
Hey.
Ron.
Oh.
Master.
Nacho. And Nacho.
Hello.
Thank you. And me.
Yeah, big shout out to you guys.
Don't forget me. I want my shout out.
No, I shouted you already.
Oh, thank you.
At the beginning of the show.
I was the first patron.
You were the first patron.
It's like throw the dollar in the cup like I'm a busker.
Yeah.
Got started off, you know.
Yeah. Thank you to our other Patrons. There is an exclusive Patreon video up right now.
Yes.
It's us eating the Pocky 1 chip.
Good Lord.
I was talking to B about that.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm gonna eat it too." I'm like, "Are you sure?
Is that something you want to do?" Is he a Spice Lord?
He's a bit of a Spice Lord, so he was looking to buy one because apparently, where are they right now? Someone said they saw them somewhere, but I can't remember where.
Yeah.
I mean, I got one sitting in my desk at work.
Yeah. That's if you want to get out of work early one day.
Yeah. I don't need to do that. I just go.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I think I have 2 more coming.
Yeah.
Killer Kapowski bought 2, so.
Nice.
I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do with those, but anyways.
And we have another Patreon exclusive video coming up soon. We just have to get all of the potted meat that we can find.
That's right. Well, we can start doing the collection for that already because I have 2.
Nice.
That I've picked up.
Nice.
One flavored Spam that I don't even remember what flavor it is. And then one from my work, like, I don't even know what brand it was. I'm sure it's terrible.
I'll have to go online and see what I can find, but buying Spam online is usually expensive.
Yeah, I would say we'll just get the stuff from the dollar store and stuff like that.
Sure. Walmart has their own, and a lot of people.
Great value potted meat.
Great value potted meat.
Damn, I wonder if there's Compliments brand potted meat.
There probably is.
So the one that I'm getting from my work, it has the key on it for opening it. But I was feeling it, and I was like, where do you even attach the key to it? I couldn't feel like a piece of metal to hook it to.
It's probably on the side.
Well, I was feeling it, and I couldn't feel it underneath the wrapper.
Weird.
So I don't know.
Huh. Yeah, make sure you subscribe if you want to watch us eat some meat and talk about it straight out of a pot. We'll eat it raw. We'll eat it cooked.
Raw dogged.
Well, raw. It's cooked in the can, but
fair.
We'll eat it without frying it. And
Mikey will eat the fat right off the top.
I will eat the fat right off the top because it's delicious.
Disgusting.
Delicious.
We'll just put all the fat, collect it all up, put a wick in it, and make a Spam candle for you.
Oh man!
Then your house will smell like Spam all day long.
Yeah, no kidding.
Sure, your wife will love it.
And she won't. But yes, patreon.com /StreamVoid pod for exclusive content. You get this podcast early. You get it tonight, the night we're recording it, which is Sunday instead of Wednesday, when it normally comes out. You get access to an hour and a half. This episode, an hour and a half of post-show content or pre-show content. Plus the post-show.
Yes.
Oh, maybe it's not quite an hour and a half. It looked like an hour and a half. It's an hour and 15.
Okay, that's pretty good.
It's
anyways.
still pretty good. A lot of bonus content of us talking about what was it? What was that other podcast we were talking about?
Oh, Cumtown?
The Cumtown podcast.
Yeah. Exactly.
And of course the post-show content, which isn't as much, but it's still value for your dollar.
Exactly.
All
for $1.
All for $1.
And once we hit our goal, which I don't know how close we are to it, Weebus Plebus is coming back.
Weebus Plebus.
Anime show.
Yeah,
we'll talk about whatever.
We'll watch anime and talk about it.
Yes.
Or just whatever.
And I don't like anime.
He sure doesn't.
Mikey T loves anime.
I sure do.
And we'll talk about why it sucks and why it's good.
Yep. It's the only it's the only way that you guys are gonna make Curb watch Arcane.
That's for damn sure.
And I really want to watch Arcane again and talk about it.
There you go.
Yeah.
I guess once it's unlocked, it's not Patreon exclusive, is it?
I don't know.
It's just the goal to release it to the world, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Perfect. One thing I do want to say, we should have talked about it earlier. This is nothing like whatever. I'm trying to work on my computer, like get it all lined up because I'm having trouble with my computer set up now with like just inability to do things basically. And I've been trying to get like the parts together and I've been like holding off doing it. I'm waiting for Black Friday sales. Then when that's all done, if there's no sales, then it's like I'll finally just get what I need.
Just pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to wait and see if I can get a deal first.
Yeah, good idea.
That's what's going on with that. So,
very good.
Anyways.
Let's talk about the news.
Okay.
Hideo Kojima. Overdose.
Mm-hmm.
Some bizarre video was leaked.
Yes.
I don't know if I was looking for the link.
Okay.
None of the link in the articles work.
Okay.
They're all dead.
Okay.
But then I found one from Insider Gaming.
Okay.
And it seemed like it might have been the one, but it's just some dude recording his phone.
So
the phone.
Does it end with like the scary part?
Yes.
Fades to black and you see a really scary thing of a topless man in the reflection.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the video.
That's the video?
That's the
Is
video.
that legit? Or is
Well,
that just somebody smashed something together and made it look like it?
So it's being taken down?
Yes, it is being taken down. So
it might be legitimate.
Yeah.
But we don't know. But yeah, this is supposed to be a clip section of the Overdose game that Hideo Kojima is working on, his horror game or whatever.
The thing that I question about it is like, is it actually that? Because there's somebody streaming it in the bottom left-hand corner.
Well, the thing this was a recording of a stream on something of this person that was streaming it watching a video that was sent to them on TikTok or something like that. So it was originally like a video sent on TikTok that this person that was streaming it watched on stream, where this guy recorded it off his screen with his camera. So it's like Inception.
It's weird because it's got like the girl.
She's not playing it. That was her watching the video she got sent.
And then it's a video.
And then this guy was recording
it.
It was like the reaction of the reaction. She had a
controller in her hand.
Oh, well, maybe she was pretending to do it. Like,
yeah, it could be.
Because I remember a while ago, some guy was live streaming UFC fights on Twitch, but he was pretending to like play it like it was the real game. Just to, I don't know, so he wouldn't get banned from Twitch. I don't know. But that's what, in theory, it was anyway.
Yeah, okay.
So is it real? I don't know. It looked like whatever.
Yeah. It
didn't look like gameplay. It just looked like a terrible cutscene.
It looked like a cutscene from a PS2 game.
Well, the quality of the video is pretty bad too, but
yeah,
I mean,
even you could tell that the textures on like the arms and stuff like that weren't that great. But I mean, if it's just like a tech demo or something like that, just a preview, they might not have everything fully rendered out.
Yeah. So they said it was the model of the character from Death Stranding.
Yeah.
But like, who knows? It could have been just like a proof of concept. Like it could be anything really. We don't know.
Yeah.
It just was. It was very scary when the screen went to black and I saw that man's torso reflected in the screen.
I could see the man's torso reflected in the screen the entire time.
I know, but it was very startling when it went to black and I was like, oh,
that dude doesn't have a shirt on.
What's going on here?
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see what's going to be coming with Overdose, what he's doing next.
Yeah.
I mean, he always has interesting ideas. He's not a very good storyteller or writer. Like, he's all right, but it's just kind of like clunky the way he does his writing. Like you remember at the beginning of Death Stranding, where it's like the guy's telling Norman Reedus about how the world of Death Stranding works, like he doesn't know already. And I'm like, why are you talking to him like this? He knows all this. So
yeah,
I'll be interested to see what's coming on. If it's an actual horror game, is it a sequel to Death Stranding? Yeah, we still don't know.
No, we definitely don't. I mean, the gameplay looked like it would be pretty cool if that's what it was actually going to be.
What did it show the gameplay? She's just walking around.
Yeah, she's walking around. She's like getting chased by something at some point. It looks all pretty spooky.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like anyone's really playing it.
No.
Just because of the movement and stuff like that
And
happens.
the camera view is unless it was like Resident Evil style tank controls, like it didn't look like whatever.
Yeah, it looks like she's walking, and then it looks like for like, I don't know, a quarter of it, and then it goes into cutscene. Kind of like a in-game cutscene.
So who knows? We'll see.
We will see.
I gotta go back to Death Stranding. Said it about 1 billion times.
Yes,
but I gotta do it.
It's gotta go in a game club, otherwise I can't play it.
Well, I mean, like, but that's one of the ones where it's like, how do you split it up?
Yeah, timed interval.
Yeah, exactly. You play for 20 minutes and talk about what happened. You play for an hour.
Play for an hour.
What if I make it to like New Knot City and you're stuck over there in like New Washington,
and I'm just like delivering packages like crazy.
Exactly.
And then it'll be like,
yeah.
I think we'd have to set like goals.
Yeah.
Like get here, get here, get here.
Yeah. And we'll think about it.
Yeah.
Anyways, Overdose.
In the worst news of 2022, Square Enix's Symbiogenesis isn't a Parasite Eve revival that everyone was hoping for.
Oh, no.
It is actually just a digital art collection.
Yes.
For Web3 fans, whatever that means.
That means NFTs.
Yeah. I've written in the comments here, boo.
Oh, yeah. I agree. Yeah, they're talking about how this is going to be like a release of things you can use as your web avatar and shit like that. It's like, I can do that anyways. I don't need to buy your bullshitty NFT to do that. In fact, I'll screenshot your NFT and make it my avatar anyways.
Yeah.
What are they going to do?
They fully bamboozled everyone.
Well, I mean, did they really? They didn't say it was a game.
No, they didn't, but everyone assumed and were like, oh man, that would be so cool. Symbiogenesis.
It's a good, it was based off of Parasite Eve, you know, it's a good guess.
Yeah. I mean, they got everyone talking about their stuff, so.
We should have known better, though.
We should have known better.
Like, those Square Enix guys are really, like, got a big boner for NFT bullshit.
Yeah, they sure do. And it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's disheartening, but whatever.
It is for sure.
You guys run your company how you want to run it.
Yeah, but that's never worked for them really in the past. They've made a lot of bunghole errors. So yeah. So again, unfortunately, more NFT talk, but yeah, they bamboozled us.
They bamboozled us hard. So now we got to talk about it.
I don't know. Every time Square Enix is announcing something, it's just like, why? No,
why would you do that?
Not that. We don't want that. It's like, we're not going to give you the Final Fantasy 1 remake you want. We're going to do the Final Fantasy 1 remake story with an action gameplay. It's like, no, we want an RPG.
No, action RPG with light RPG, heavy on the action.
That's like they also did their little Final Fantasy Battle Royale that no one asked for that didn't even last a year.
Did they?
Yeah. They just ended it.
Did we talk about that at all?
I think we talked about it in the case of like I watched the Square Enix conference and it was like they showed off their terrible battle royale that they're still doing, but they finally like shit canned it. So I don't know, man. We'll see. Even Final Fantasy 16, it's like, is it going to be something we want to play? I don't know.
Not me.
Who knows, man? Maybe it plays like Apex Legends.
Maybe.
Nah, probably not.
No, it won't. It won't at all. I mean, I haven't even played Apex Legends lately. I've played 6 games this entire season.
Oh, wow. Crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? 16 is probably going to be a lot like 14 or 15, I guess. Sort of an open world action RPG. It was interesting, the little bit I played of it anyways.
Haven't played any since 10.
Not even 10-2?
Not even 10-2.
You're missing out.
10 was the last one.
You didn't get to see the all-girl band of Yuna, Riku.
I mean, I have because I've
Pain.
I think you were playing it one time when I was over.
Oh yeah.
And I know Serenith was playing it.
Oh yeah. Classically interesting game. I want to replay it.
Do it. Play it on stream.
That one's weird because like if you want to get 100%, you have to do like specific things.
You have to unlock all the costumes.
Well, you do, but like to get one costume, you have to like talk to specific people in a specific way, and if you do it wrong, you don't get the costume.
Crazy.
It's weird.
Huh.
It's weird. They
Yeah.
were kind of into that back then in that Final Fantasy 10 through 12 era. There's like the ultimate weapon in that game. You can't get it if you... There's like 5 specific chests at the start of the game that if you open one of them, you can't get the ultimate weapon.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So when it's like, of course, at the start of the game, you're going to open all the chests because you have nothing. But yeah, I think they might have fixed it for the remaster, but that was the original thing, is like to get the best weapon. There's like, if you open one of these 5 chests, it's like, no, you can't
You
get
got
the
an
best
Iron
weapon.
Man at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, basically.
What the hell?
Yeah, so I don't know. Who knows why they decided that was a good idea.
Yeah,
but
that's bizarre as frig.
yeah. So
That's bizarre as frig.
anyways, yeah, I want to go back to Final Fantasy like 10 and 10-2, but I want to beat Watch Dogs first. And
Yeah.
I want to beat Elden Ring.
Dark Elden Ring?
Dark Elden Ring. Elden Ring's a huge fucking game though.
Yeah.
I did beat the first boss finally
Oh, yeah?
in Elden
Nice.
Ring. Well, like the first real boss. I beat
first big boy
sub-bosses.
boss.
Yeah, Margit. During my 120-hour stream.
Nice.
Yeah, only died. Like I went back to her and finally beat her. I didn't die that many times. Well, her or him, I don't know. I didn't die that many times when I went back to the battle.
Good.
Because I was leveled up a bit.
Level up a bit?
Well, and I just sort of was more in tune to how the game played.
Yeah.
So if you go back and look at my first time I played Dark Souls, it's like, holy fuck. That's crazy how bad I was. But
Yeah.
no, I'm still bad, but in a less bad way.
You're still bad, but you kind of know what you're doing.
Yeah, sort of. I mean, those games are so like inscrutable. You have no idea what's happening. You have to read everything or be told everything to figure out how those games work. So anyways.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
That's called a digression.
Yes, NFTs suck.
Yep.
Don't give us Parasite Eve.
Yes.
Some VR news here.
Uh-huh.
PlayStation VR 2
Uh-huh.
launching February 2023 at a cost of $549.99
American. It's not inexpensive.
That is very expensive.
Yeah.
Considering you can get a MetaQuest 2 for $529.96 Canadian.
So is the MetaQuest 2 the standalone one?
Yes.
So you don't need a computer?
You don't need a computer.
Yeah. So like I was like, damn, it's $600. That's expensive, but it's actually not $600. It's like $1,000
Yeah, because you need a PlayStation.
because you need the PlayStation. So it's like not particularly cheap.
I mean, that's just like having just like the Vive and whatever, because you still need a computer to
Yeah.
play that. But still, for a console-based accessory,
Yeah.
that's pretty expensive.
Again, like you're gonna get the 30 games that come out near launch just to get in on the hype, and anyone that's bought a VR set wants to get something to play with, so they buy every shitty game.
Yeah.
But then down the road, it's like, what are you gonna get? You're not gonna get any of the high budget games on there because they have to sell 1 million copies to make their money back, and there's not going to be 1 million headsets out there. So you're going to get the small games, which is fine. Small games are good, don't get me wrong. But it's like, I don't know, man.
Some of the best VR games are small.
Yeah, probably.
Like Beat Saber.
Exactly. But, I mean, is that what the people buying the VR headset are wanting? I don't know.
Probably. I mean,
They're not wanting the next Half-Life Alyx?
I mean, will Half-Life another Half-Life? Will Valve launch Half-Life Alyx on the VR?
No, I don't mean like
PSVR
legitimately actually Half-Life Alyx. I meant in the vein of that kind of quality of a game.
That'll be tough.
Yeah.
That'll be tough.
Like, what did we see at the last Sony thing? They had like the Horizon VR arrow shooting game. I mean,
because it was like adventuring. You would go adventure around, climb stuff, shoot arrows.
Yeah.
It looked fairly cool.
I don't know, but even
I don't know if it's a system seller.
The graphical fidelity of it was not too high.
No.
So, I don't know. I have the VR, PlayStation VR, and I've used it like the 1 or 2 times basically.
Yeah.
But that's also like, do I want to leave all these fucking cables laying around my living room? And like,
you kind of have to, like, with a system that you have to set up like that. You kind of have to have a dedicated room for
Yeah,
that.
that's
Whereas
the other
with
thing.
with an Oculus, like the MetaQuest 2, there's no wires, it's in tracking. You can just do that anywhere. Like it doesn't matter. It's battery operated.
Yeah.
Whereas when you have like a Vive or a Quest or a PSVR, you need to have a dedicated setup place.
And it's not like it's just like, oh, you take it and plug it into your PlayStation, you're good to go. It's like, no, you have to plug in the power box, and that has to go into the HDMI, and then the HDMI to your TV has to go into it, and it's just like, oh my fucking God. It's too much.
Yeah, you kind of have to have a fully dedicated room and leave it set up. Otherwise, it's just too much of a pain. Yeah. Which is why I have a dedicated room with my VR.
Exactly. Oh, well. Yeah, I'm not too interested in this. Maybe if I get another deal on it, and I can buy it for like $130 or whatever I got my VR for, I'd do that. But
yeah, we'll make it happen.
Oh wow, really? How are we gonna do that?
Yeah, well, February, still winter out. Let's go sabotage some brakes.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna do a little corporate espionage.
Corporate espionage. Do it.
I like it.
Yeah, it's illegal.
Not only if you get caught.
Only if you get caught. Only if you talk about it on your podcast and then go do it.
Exactly. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Next up.
Dwarven
Fortress.
Say that one more time.
Dwarf Fortress.
Use your words.
Dwarf Fortress.
Dwarf Fortress.
Big makeover will be out on Steam in December.
Finally.
Dwarf Fortress.
I've wanted to play Dwarf Fortress for probably like, I don't know, 15 years or something like that. Like ever since I heard about it, I was like, this game sounds incredible. It's like old school, like PC game though.
Yeah.
So this game basically, for you don't know, is like you just run a dwarf colony.
Dwarf Fortress, yeah.
And it's all randomly generated basically. I don't think you can tell the dwarves what to do specifically. I think it's more like you just sort of lay down what you'd like to see done, and they go about trying to get it to be done. Not like RimWorld where you can tell a guy specifically to do something. I'm not sure, though.
So Dwarf Fortress has been out since 2002 as a freeware app.
Yes.
On iOS and Android.
Oh, well, that might be not actually Dwarf Fortress.
It is.
Then.
It actually is.
Oh, wow.
It's been in construction since 2002. The alpha release was in 2006, and it's still going.
Oh yeah, it's not like it's stopped or anything. Yeah, I've just heard stories of, back in the back in the dark days of the internet, where you could just read stuff and not watch a video unless you wanted to have a real player video buffer for an hour. I would read people's stories of what happened to them written as a story in what happened in Dwarf Fortress. And I would be like, this game sounds incredible. But I was not a PC gamer. Mm-hmm. And, I just kept it in my head. Like, I'd like to play this someday. And when they said it was coming to Steam with graphics and everything, that's the other thing. It's all ASCII.
Yeah, it used to be all ASCII.
So it's like the M means mountain, and you'll see a bunch of M's all together. That means mountain. Whereas they finally were like, you know what? Step into the year 1999 and get some graphics in our game.
Yeah. It happened.
Yes.
Graphicked up.
So the graphics are whatever, pretty bare bones, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's coming in December. I will definitely look at it when it comes out and see how much it costs. If it's going to be like $60, I'm not going to be getting it. Like maybe 19,
I doubt
maybe
it'll be 60.
Maybe
it'll
30.
Probably be 20 to 30.
Yeah, maybe $29. I mean, at worst, I try it. I don't like it. I refund it.
Yeah.
I get 5 hours. So, but I've been wanting to play this game for years.
Yeah.
So will it live up to
the opportunity is coming.
Will it live up to the hype in my brain? Probably not. Probably not. So, have you been interested in Dwarf Fortress at all?
No.
No, not even. What about when it comes out?
I might.
No.
We'll see if I get it for free.
How will you get it for free?
I don't know. You'll have to be playing it, and I'll have to come over and be like, "Oh, hey, look at that. That looks pretty cool. I'm gonna play that."
That's not free.
No, it's not free. But then I would buy it and play it and be like, "Okay, not for me," or "Okay, it's for me."
I just think it always looked interesting. Like I'd read these stories about
they'd get attacked and like the only survivor would be one of the cats. Or like there'd be a potato famine and the dwarves would all die, or a dragon would burrow out of the ground and kill everything, and just like, wow, this sounds crazy.
Sounds a lot like RimWorld.
Yeah, but like I said, I don't think you control the dwarves, and
Do you control the people at RimWorld?
you can
or do you just give them
specifically
suggestions.
no,
to do
you can
stuff?
tell them to do exactly what you want. Will they do it? Generally, yes. Like they'll always do what you tell them, but as soon as they finish, they'll go back to what they want to do. But you can then manually tell them again to do something else.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see. I'm excited. Ish.
It'll be interesting.
Yes.
I know some other people who are excited as well. So
Really?
yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I know.
Crazy.
Speaking of something that's not exciting,
Uh-huh.
PlayStation Plus.
Uh-huh.
Very underwhelming.
Uh-huh.
And it has lost 1.9 million subscribers since relaunch.
That's crazy.
Yes.
But that's like saying they went from like 49 to 47 million subscribers.
Yeah.
So it's still pretty good.
It's still a lot. They were saying, I was reading an article and they were like, oh my God, this is the most controversial feature of the PlayStation
Oh, yeah,
Plus.
I saw that too.
I'm like, what? This is controversial?
Yeah, the feature.
The controversy is that they only tell you there's 2 weeks left before the game goes away.
Yeah. I know. I saw that too, and I was like, this is stupid as hell.
That's dumb.
I was like, where did they get this source? It's like a few Reddit posts. I was like, get the fuck out of here, man. So stupid.
I was like, oh my God, that is the least controversial thing I've ever heard.
So dumb. Yeah, this is after they relaunched and they rebranded everything, and I think the confusion about what each level does and everything.
Yeah.
It's just so weird. I don't even know what's going on with them. And with like some of the games are streaming only, and like it's just like, oh my God. The other thing too though is I think they've enacted a feature where if it's a dormant account, they automatically stop renewing it too. Whereas before, like if you, Mikey T, are you still paying for PlayStation?
No.
Okay.
No, last time we talked about it, I canceled it.
Okay,
like,
perfect.
Right, I should cancel this.
Yes. So before, like with you, what you hadn't logged into PlayStation in like whatever months, but they still were like, it's fine. We'll take his money.
Yeah.
Whereas now I think if you're dormant, they automatically stop renewing it.
Yeah. That's good. That's
practice. Great for customer or whatever. But I think that's probably part of this here too, is they had a fair amount were just automatically renewing, and it was like, oh, they haven't signed in 6 months. We better stop charging them or whatever.
That's a good guy Sony move right there.
It's also the relaunch was what, like 3 months ago or whatever.
Something like that.
It's like in the second half of the year where people are generally cutting down on their expenses leading up to Christmas too.
Yeah.
So
everyone's outside because it's summer.
There's that too. So I'm not too surprised they've lost a lot, but 2 million's not a.
No, it's a drop in the bucket.
Well, I mean, it's still a significant amount of money.
Bucket,
like
it's a drop.
That's anywhere between $20 to $30 million of revenue that's gone.
Yep.
Because it's all $10 to $20 a month, basically.
Yeah.
So it's not a small amount. And Sony's a way smaller company than Microsoft.
Yeah. Way
like
smaller.
Microsoft loses 2 million subscriptions. Okay.
Drop in the bucket.
Most of their money is from the business side, not the gaming side. Whereas like half of Sony's revenue is fucking PlayStation. So it's like, that's, you don't want to see that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I still am subscribed to some level of PlayStation Plus. I don't know which one. I should probably cancel it, but I have to beat a game before I cancel it.
Yeah.
So.
And you turn your PlayStation on now and then.
Yeah, occasionally. I mean, I played during my 120-hour stream. I played Final Fantasy on it.
Yeah.
Whatever, but I got to beat Until Dawn, and then I can cancel it. So.
Very good.
Yeah. Then it'll be 1.9000001 subscribers lost.
Speaking of losing, Microsoft
Uh-huh.
is losing up to $200 on each Xbox console.
What?
Yeah,
I can't believe it.
Yeah, imagine that. They're subsidizing their own console to get it out there.
Look at this. This next article. Sky is blue. News at 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, like no shit they're losing. Sony's doing the same thing.
Oh yeah, everyone's doing the same thing.
Maybe not Nintendo.
But this leads into the next thing where Phil Spencer says, I do think at some point we'll have to raise some prices on certain things, but going into this holiday, we thought it was important to maintain prices. So they're talking about price hikes on consoles and maybe subscriptions.
Yeah, subscriptions I could see them doing. I I don't know. Didn't Sony do that recently?
Yes, they did. And yeah.
I mean, I guess Microsoft could follow suit, but like they kind of need to like not give up any sort of pricing like lead they have or advantage they have on Sony.
Yeah. So Phil also says that we've held our price on our consoles, we've held our price on games and our subscriptions. I don't think we will do that forever.
No, I wouldn't think so either, but it's just I can't see them increasing the price of the console. The console's always the loss leader.
Yeah, 100%.
Like to get everybody in. So subscriptions going up, yes, I can see that. The price of games going up, they're already like $90 in Canada.
I know, they're so expensive.
Like I can't see them going up anymore. Like, could you imagine $100 for an Xbox game?
We do have some listeners in Australia that have seen
that's
those things.
That's normal there.
I know it's normal there, but it could become normal here.
I mean, but anyways. But the thing too is like also in Australia, like minimum wage is like $20 or $21 or something like that. So there's also that too, right? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't buy as many games as I used to.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Like in the 360 days, oh my God.
all the games I buy now are like $10 and under, and I play those like the Dickens.
Usually I wait until it's on sale, but there are, and the other thing too is like, I would have bought a lot of games had I not had Game Pass.
Yeah.
Because like I would have bought Forza 5. I would have bought like, I don't know, any, whatever, who knows, whatever, right? Whereas now it's like Game Pass, whatever it is, $12 a month or whatever.
Yeah.
Then I get the games. But there are games coming that I am going to buy at full retail price. But like even then, it's like I would buy Starfield, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
It's on Game Pass. So like, why would I buy it?
Exactly.
The
last AAA game I bought was Cyberpunk.
Yeah, but even for me, I didn't pay for it. Like, I used all my credit.
Yeah.
So I didn't. I mean, I bought 100 Rockstar energy drinks. But
So what? You paid $360 for?
Well, it was like those Rockstar. Oh, I didn't buy that many, but the Rockstars were like 2 for $5 or 3 for $5, and each one gave 1 credit. So it was like I was getting. You can either think of it like I bought 5 Rockstars for $2 and I bought Cyberpunk for full price, or I got Cyberpunk for free and I bought all these Rockstars, which I was going to buy an energy drink anyways.
Yeah, you're definitely were.
It was just like a bonus, right? So,
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, like the price is going up, man. I don't know. I just don't see the console going up.
Yeah, who knows? We'll see.
I don't know. Like it just doesn't. I can't, like, Sony's so far ahead, they got to use any advantage they can to get more people to buy an Xbox.
Yeah.
Like, if like, your grandma goes into Walmart and be like, I'm going to get my grandson a gaming console. Oh, the Xbox Series X is $599, but the PlayStation is $699. Like, which one is grandma going to buy?
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you
Grandma
specifically are holding grandma's hand and being like, this is what I want right here.
Yeah.
She's probably going to get the $599. Actually, she's probably going to get the Series S. So, you know.
Need Grandpa Curb to go out there and buy your
No, there's never going to be Grandpa Curb. That's not going to happen.
Well, let's hop to the last article here, since we're talking about Phil Spencer and Microsoft.
Okay.
Microsoft intends to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation.
Yes.
He says that in a podcast, he's like, we're not taking Call of Duty away from PlayStation. And then he continues to say, as long as there's a PlayStation out there to ship to, our intent is that we will continue to ship Call of Duty to PlayStation.
I've never, ever said the opposite to that. I've always said, yes, there will be Call of Duty on PlayStation. What I've said is it's going to be Warzone. It will be Warzone, the free-to-play, not Warzone. Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Warzone?
Warzone. You were saying
there will
Warzone.
always be Call of Duty on there. It'll be like Call of Duty Warzone, free-to-play, monetized. Yes, PlayStation, no problem. But there will be a day where Modern Warfare 4 is not on PlayStation.
Could be.
That's what I say. That's my take on it.
That's your hot take.
He doesn't say like. He doesn't say single player Call of Duty or anything
doesn't say
like that.
single
He
player
just says
Call of
Duty.
He does
like
just
that
say
could
Call
mean
of Duty.
anything. Like Call of Duty's on PlayStation. We released our Call of Duty app that lets you look at Call of Duty videos. It's on PlayStation. Like He's a businessman, and they're always weaselly like this.
Yeah.
So like they did the same thing with what was something about CD Projekt Red? They said something very similar, like technically you were correct. So that's exactly what it's going to be, in my opinion.
In your opinion, yep. I'm complete opposite. I say they continue to ship to PlayStation full games.
I guess so.
But, that's just 2 men opinions.
Yeah, exactly.
Leave a comment down below and let us know what you think.
Let us know what you think. But like, you don't spend that much money to buy Activision to not get people to buy the Xbox.
But they're losing $200 on every Xbox anyway.
Yeah, but it's not about that. Okay. Xbox ecosystem.
Yes.
Is what I mean.
I know.
So, if they can get people to buy an Xbox to play Modern Warfare 4 by keeping Battlezone the inferior product on PlayStation, they will totally do that.
And it is an inferior product.
Yes. Exactly. So, I don't know. We'll see. Or they could be just using it as a bargaining chip. Like, oh, well, we wanted to leave Call of Duty on PlayStation, but they won't let us put Game Pass on there. Like, they just won't let us do it. So, like, okay. Sorry, we can't do it. They won't let us do it.
That's actually a pretty good bargaining chip, I would imagine.
Well,
like,
yeah.
You can have all the... Go, yeah, we'll publish our games on your console, but you have to have Game Pass.
Yeah. That won't work.
No, it sure won't.
They won't do it.